Save
I
the
like
just
it.
to him.
I roll the death saving throws, and you guys don't know if they are successes or failures.
Yes.
Oh. That's suspenseful. Kind of like it.
I love that.
Because I was reading, it's like, so what happens is that you're like 2 successes, like, well, I don't have to go help them. But if you don't know if they're successes or failures,
And
Yeah.
especially if you roll a natural 1.
I would probably tell.
No.
If I roll a natural, I probably wouldn't be that big of a dick. I'd probably just tell you rolled a natural 1.
I mean, you would have to tell us if you roll a natural 20, because that gets us instantly
You
up.
would have to tell us that because we get up with a hit point.
And we can take our turn. So
Actually,
Yeah,
no. I was reading,
gotta find-
you don't get a health point. You just stabilize. You're not like
Yeah, you
conscious. You're not dying anymore.
When you roll a natural
no,
20,
nat 20.
Yeah.
You get 1
You
hit
get
point.
a hit point.
Oh, never mind. I'm sorry. I'm thinking of
Yeah.
the 3 successes. The 3 successes you
Oh no,
stabilize.
successes
you
you're
just don't
stabilized.
stabilize.
Yeah.
But you don't get a health point. Sorry, you're right. Duh. Okay. But you guys like the idea of the secret saving throws in. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Additionally, I've been trying to think of something for you guys for the. I know I like to give you guys that fate token to use. And I'm trying to find something because what happens is that either A, you guys don't spend it, or B, you can't have more than one. So it's like, great, I got another fate token. I still have my previous one. So I'm thinking of an
well,
idea
it's
for
our
that.
fault that we don't spend our fate token.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah, but I feel like
that's on us.
It's not really a kudos to those that have those. So I'm thinking about some ideas. I don't want to give too many fate tokens though out either. Like, well, you get more than one because that could just mess up everything.
Because then you can hoard them.
Advantage on all the attacks.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, I will go ahead and give the recap of last time, and please correct me what I leave out. So the last time we played, we ran around the city, went to the academy, met up with some of Faye's old teachers to learn about the whereabouts of a treasure that Merlin might have given her grandmother. You guys found your heading. You went to the Den of Lady Webbs to give them the idol that she wanted as an agreement to help Menzo defend the city and fight the Forgotten. You guys were starting to enter the Dark Dominion, and you saw some of the fruits of your labor as some of the enemies that were waiting to ambush you and attack you were taken out by Driders and your new allies. You guys ventured into the cave. A couple days had passed between doing all this, and you guys entered the cave, and you found some slaves mining away for some forgotten drow, which you quickly jumped into the fray and made pretty quick work of them with some clever spell casting from your bard and warlock and some really crucial and critical hits from your more hands-on people. And you cleared the camp. After some interrogating, you didn't really get any clear answers as to what they're mining for. But it was quickly the interrogations were quick-lived when the person you captured bit off his tongue and essentially died. So you guys did set up camp. Yek, your new followers / slaves / free men that Anika bought, Lorna Anika bought, followed you. They're kind of helping. They're kind of keeping themselves and taking care of things, but they seem to listen to Anika for orders. But they're a little off-put by the execution of the disarmed Forgotten Drow that you guys killed right in front of them. They just don't seem very happy about it, but they're not against it either. And that brings us to morning, where everyone's kind of getting up, unless there's anything people want to do the way before. Did I miss anything?
Oh, Skyboard's catatonic.
Skyward is
Still?
very, very depressed.
How do we get out of this?
I don't think using that fireball scroll right in front of him was a good idea.
No.
My bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. Probably not after all the fireballs leading to Menzo and that.
Yeah, not the best idea.
We took care of most of them.
Mm-hmm. But at what cost? I mean, what have we tried? Have we slapped him in the face yet? That
You know,
probably won't help.
Here,
we
hang
have
on.
not tried that.
But I slap him.
Oh.
Does my slap do anything?
I don't know. Skyward, does it do anything?
Yeah. What's your strength modifier?
Oh no!
1.
You take 1 point of damage.
Did it actually wake him up, or?
There's nothing mechanically really keeping you in that state. So, narratively, what do you want to do?
I would say. It would be like a wisdom save. And I would
Go
say
for it.
about a
If you don't-
15.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, I was going to make you roll if you didn't want to come out of it, maybe or whatever. But I just didn't know what you wanted to do.
Hey.
Hey, look, it worked.
Oh my goodness.
Sorry
You
about
have
the
magical slapping
fireball.
powers.
Who would have thought?
Is it over?
Yes, it's over, Skybor.
It's over. Ignore the dead drow body over there.
You really didn't need to tell him that.
There's a lot of them over here.
I saw my life flash before my eyes. Or it could just be a fireball. It's one or the other.
That is my bad. I forgot how you are with fireballs. I was just excited to use that scroll.
How about next time we tell you to look the opposite way of the fireball? And we'll
I don't
see
think
how
that's
that
how
goes.
it works.
I mean, we can try.
I mean, just think of this. You look away from it, you don't see it, and then we just look at you and it's like, oh, that looks really cool. Someone should make a painting of Skyboard just looking away from the fireball, looking awesome.
I'm just confused how he's going to be above ground. He does know the sun is one big fireball, right?
Shh.
It's the only fireball that doesn't hurt him, though.
I mean, unless he gets a sunburn.
Okay, all of you are no longer helping.
And Skybor goes back catatonic.
So Yek
Yeah.
and Fezzik are starting to kind of collect their belongings and get everything ready. They actually start doing some of the work for you guys, taking care of all your stuff if you guys allow them to do. They're just trying to keep themselves busy while you guys are kind of settling up and deciding what you're doing for the day.
I mean, I'm pretty sure we're continuing on the direction
Yep.
we were going.
Mm-hmm.
Continuing
But
on.
I'm also urging them not to help pack our stuff because it's our responsibility.
Oh, I just end up going over to help him.
Fezzik it looks frustrated, and Yek's like, this is kind of what we do. What do you want us to do? If you guys are going to just do all the chores, you just want us to follow you around and
I mean, you're
shoot
free.
at things?
You're free to go. You decided to follow us, didn't you?
You bought us, though. We belong to you.
I bought you so you didn't have to fight to the death. You don't. You belong to yourselves. I give you back.
I don't think that's going to work while we're down here in the Underdark. If other drow find us without an owner, then we're just going back in the same situation.
Fair.
No
Or
once we
die.
get above ground, we could just drop
We
them off at
are
the bar.
going above ground eventually, probably sooner.
I'd
So
love to see the surface again and go back to the
Amen, brother.
northwest.
yeah, I'm agreeing with Skyboy here. Then how about while we're down here, we're allies, and above ground,
We're friends.
you're still free.
Yes.
You all are very odd, but we'll definitely take you up on the offer.
Deal. And I hold out my hand for a handshake.
He kind of lets out, reaches over to this kind of fuzzy paw and shakes your hand. Which, by the way, I did put a picture of Yak. If you guys did not see him already, I'll go ahead and bring him up. I like that picture.
Oh, I
Oh,
love it.
I
Is
put
that
another one
nice?
up there for Fezzik, and it looked too goblin-y. Like it looked, I was like, it just doesn't look like a hobgoblin.
I mean,
Nah.
hobgoblins are basically larger goblins. I mean,
They look kind
Yeah.
of furry though in the pictures. I feel like. I don't know. I kind of imagine them as furrier than goblins.
It's the
Um,
facial hair. They're the
maybe
goblins
that's
that
it.
can grow facial hair.
I really love the artwork I found for bugbears. But anyways, I'm sorry. I'm getting distracted. So you guys wrap up. If you again stop me if there's anything you want to do, and you guys venture forward. You guys move on, and several hours in, you start to hear some more picking and pinging of pickaxes on blocks and stuff. And just the mining the area itself. You round the corner where you guys start hearing the pinging get louder and louder and louder as closer you get. But the path is kind of taking you this way. Go ahead and actually make me. Who's reading the map? And I'm sorry, dude. I forgot to watch the video and I didn't take good notes. Did you guys give the idol and the one purple gem to the Lady of Webs, or did you just give the idol to her?
just the idol.
Okay. And so you guys have the map, and have you guys made any kind of markings on it on the map that you've been following through this, or are you guys just using the gem periodically on them?
I would imagine we would periodically, like when we come across something that looks similar on the map, we'd mark it.
Okay. With advantage, go ahead, Skybor, and roll me a survival check. And Faye and Anika, go ahead and if you're the only ones doing stuff with the map, I would go ahead and just do a general history or intelligence check. Okay.
Not bad.
Yeah. And then Skybor, did you do a survival already? I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear what people were saying. They were breaking in and out, so I had to
Oh,
jump
I'm
out
sorry.
and back in.
I was just saying,
Sorry.
you guys are kind of finding your way, referring to the map and stuff.
Hello?
Go ahead and just do me a survival check.
You hear us?
He can't hear us.
Uh-oh. Give him a minute real quick. But in the meantime, you guys are, with those checks, are successful in kind of making your way through. And,
Can you hear us?
how you doing, Skyboard?
Not
Not
good,
great, apparently.
Yeah. So you guys definitely have been able to make progress in the tunnels. You know that you are going through the the beginning tunnel network. You're not into the section that the people called that your professors were telling you about, Faye, as the Craze tunnels yet. and then you're still a little bit away from the Elder tunnels that were like originally carved into the Dark Dominion. So you guys are making progress, and you can just tell between your inferences and extrapolating information, you guys are making good bearing in the right direction. So you guys are hearing the ping, and as you approach, you turn around the corner, and you do see these Duergar. That's okay. Can you hear me okay, Skyward? You there, Skyward? You hear me?
Oh boy, it's still doing it now. Crap. My connection is real bad today.
It's okay.
Oh,
You
no.
want to restart? You want to restart your stuff?
I just did.
Oh, I mean, I don't know if your modem or router might help. I could try changing the Discord server voice. Where are you located? East, west?
I'm East Coast.
Let me see how to do this again. How do you do the voice channel?
If you go into server settings, it's in the overview, and then it's by the image. You'll see server region.
Hello, hello.
Hello?
Mhm.
Sorry, I didn't cut you off. I didn't say when he cut you off.
Oh, God. Server settings. Overview, you'll see our icon, and then to the right of that, you'll see region. But it looks like we're already on east.
It may just be the weather.
I just switched, and when I hit save, that's what cut you out.
Oh, cool. Awesome. So hopefully that'll help.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and move forward. I'm sure Skywar's going to figure this out. And I feel like I repeated myself 3 times if I don't get this thought out. But you guys come around the corner, you hear some pinging of pickaxes, and you see. Actually, how do you see? Are you guys approaching quietly, stealthily? Are you guys lighting torches?
I casted Pass Without Trace once we started hearing it.
Okay, fair enough. So if you guys are trying to be stealthy, then everyone is trying to attempt to be stealthy. Go ahead and roll.
So that is a 35.
22.
26.
17 and 16.
16, 17. Let me double check these. Yep, you guys are good. Okay, so you guys make your way through, and you guys are here. And there are a little bit that you can hear the noises. You guys aren't carrying torches with you, obviously. Please rearrange your tokens, however, marching orders you guys see fit. And what we'll do as we proceed here, you'll just have to move, move your character's maximum movement speed, and we'll progress the scene from there.
Mm-hmm.
But how far away are you guys from that position? So you can see, I think, 60 feet or something, Faye. And is the lighting working?
I can see 120 feet.
Okay. The lighting's working for you guys too, right? Like you can't see around the objects I have mapped off?
No, but I can see past my 30-foot or whatever range.
I'm okay with that.
Okay.
As long you will just have to keep in mind that you can't see until we have time to fix that again.
I see
Perfect.
someone that is in distance for chromatic orb or eldritch blast or a lot of things I can do from here.
So let's the Skyboard make it back.
Yeah, I can hear y'all loud and clear now.
Yay!
Awesome.
Sweet.
Huzzah!
So you guys you come across these two. There's more going on here than what you can see on the map, though. To be fair, so let me go ahead and finish off what you see, Faye. So Faye, as you are approaching, you have a visual on this, and anybody else that has dark vision or dim vision up to 60 feet can see some of this. You see Duergar that are working on the wall with some Drow mages and Drow elite warrior kind of sitting on the sides of the wall, barking at these slaves. You hear one of the Drow mages. Actually, make me a perception check before I say that.
Alrighty.
Yeah. So you do hear the Drow mage shout at some of the slaves in Undercommon, saying, "Hurry up, or the master will eat your brains," and other kind of things that kind of spooking, boost morale through negative reinforcement. You see them working diligently. Some of them look like they haven't slept and rested in days, working on this job and in the mines. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna hold up my hand and I'm gonna look at everyone. All right, just up ahead through that corner, there's a few more of those mages, and there's some Duergar. There is some slaves working, and I could overhear them mention if they don't work harder, their brains will be eaten. A lot of the ones working they look like they haven't slept in days.
Okay, so there's clearly a creepy octopus dude here.
They're still mining this whole time. Just things are still moving as you guys are discussing.
Mm-hmm.
Or there's
I
just
don't- I
one
don't-
with them at some point. He didn't have to actually be there to be a
That's
threat.
true.
I mean, 15 gold says they're talking about Vosk.
Faye, a few minutes or seconds go by, and while you guys are talking, you guys have been talking maybe about a minute, and you hear some more shouting. Some of the rocks are starting to shift where the mines are, and the mage is like, "Yes, keep going," and they're still just barking orders.
I just heard some rock shift in there, really excited. This is important to the Forgotten. It might be good to
Get in there and get them out.
Screw it up.
I
screw
can
it
do
up.
that.
That is. No, how should we do this? I can hit one of them right now with one of my spells, or would you prefer us to go run in swords and fist flailing around?
Well,
I think it'd be best to sneak as close as possible.
yeah.
Yeah.
I can run fast, but not that fast.
I run not fast.
I mean, I could throw you in there.
No, thank you.
So you guys are not in combat. You could move your characters. I'd allow up to twice your movement speed if you wanted to try to exist off your pre-existing stealth roll and move. I'm sorry, if you want to stay where you are, you're fine. You don't have to roll be on a stealth check. But if you want to move somewhere before battle, or if you guys are going to try to do battle, you guys can move and just do another stealth check for once you get to where you're going, or whatever you guys like to do.
But we'll still have Pass Without a Trace as long as we stay close to Chronis. So,
Yeah.
I don't think you have to stay close to it once it's cast.
Yeah, you do.
within 30 feet.
I thought that was just at the initial casting. Oh.
For the duration.
All right, so Chronis, looks like we're
Lead the
gonna
way.
follow you in.
At this point, as you guys are discussing tactics, you start to hear a few more rocks start to shift and move around as they are picking at the wall. So everyone
guess
can
we
go
should get
ahead and
moving.
move their characters whatever they want to do, and then we'll go from there.
So I'm actually going to just stay next to Lorna because I believe I have the fastest speed. So I want to make sure I don't outrun the people trying to keep up.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna try and move up, but I'm also gonna try and make sure everybody stays together.
Okay. Now, Faye, you guys can move a little bit more if you guys want to from there, because you can't hide out in the open like that.
No. They would see me there, yeah.
Well, hold on. That's a lot of movement before
No,
you
I
get
know.
that far. Yeah, you'd have to be hiding behind those boulders and rocks. It looks actually what you guys are looking at right now is kind of like a cliffside in a sense.
Okay.
It's like not a huge, but it's definitely a rise in elevation. It's about 15 feet above you. It looks like there's like a ledge, and it slopes away from you to the other side that you can't see. When you guys are making your move here, those that are trying to move, please go ahead and do stealth rolls for me.
37. And
Oh,
I become a
Ah.
ninja.
Of
So,
course.
Lorna, make a dex save for me real quick.
Hey. Is it something that I can see, or is it just me fumbling?
It's you trying to recover your 2 left feet.
Yep.
So it definitely makes noise, and 2 of the elite guards react a little bit from the movement. They don't see exactly what happened, but they definitely heard something. But as they turn away to look at you, you start to see the rocks to start to fall. And the one elite warrior that really kind of turned and rotated, one of the boulders falls and smashes into him and just kills him out dead. The mages kind of pop back. One of the slaves gets caught in the rubble too, but the others kind of jump out of the harm's way. Faye, who all has dark vision? I think Chronis, you can see this, right? You can see up to 30 feet or 60 feet.
I got to cast Dark Vision, but I haven't done it yet.
Oh, sorry, never mind.
Logan has the glasses.
Gotcha.
And I cast
So
dark vision on myself.
So Faye, you do see the rubble drop and fall on the floor, and you see this dust. But instead of seeing this darkness come through the tunnel that just collapsed, you see a actual glowing light radiating from behind the wall. It's like a 1,000 torches are kind of lit behind the wall after what you would expect to see nothing but darkness. A few moments pass, and you see 3 large creatures of rock and fire appear. And these elementals start slowly coming out to the entrance, the doorway. The fire elemental looks just super pissed off. The other rock elementals don't show as much emotion, but they are just moving with agitation. You see one of the rock element, the earth elemental that comes out. It just smashes one of the other elite warriors there and kills him. At that time, the mages stick out their hands and try to freeze them in place. And after a moment of the spell working, the one earth elemental fights it off, and eventually the mage slays it with the help of his comrade, and they are able to control the one. They're able to keep the fire elemental and the earth elemental held in place. They walk up to the elementals and they place their hands actually on their would-be chest, and you just see this white handprint kind of radiate on both of the beings, and energy starts to transfer between the two, the mage and the elementals. while you guys are making this move.
Oh,
That is not good. We need to act now. We need to act
Okay.
now.
How far away are they?
After you've made that move, they're about 30 feet away.
I'm gonna shadow step and then punch the mage that's trying to put the handprint down.
could we have coordinated this and I run up as well?
Well, it's up to you guys. You guys, when you made the move, you saw the rubble fell and stuff. So if you like to react, that's fine. What would you like to?
I am going to actually take out my scroll of Scorching Ray, and I'm going to fire at the mage.
Yeah,
Okay.
so we would, I guess we all realize that we're going to be attacking these guys now?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I guess we'll just move to get in position. When Chronis and Lorna get closer, that's when I'll fire.
Well, here's the thing. You guys had a strategy. You can't re-strategize right now. This happened in motion. So you guys made a plan. You moved, and then things progressed. They held these guys in place, and they placed their hands on their chests and started to do their whole forgotten thing. So you guys are right now tucked in this ledge, seeing this all kind of unfold before you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and I believe Lorna said she was going to take off, and then when she takes off, I'm shadow stepping up since it's a teleport.
Okay.
And then I'm going to fire Scorching Ray.
All right. So let us do this. Do initiative order, and everyone go ahead and roll it. So let's get this corrected. It's loud. Turn that down. Okay. So people said they were going to do things as soon as they started seeing this happening. Anika, your first act, you ran up to this wall with your comrades, and as you guys were approaching the wall, you hear Faye shout. You heard this huge crash of rubble, and you hear some shouting and some stuff in Undercommon, and things look bad right now from what you're.
Yep. I don't actually see anything yet, so I'm gonna pop over. Like, oh, that's not good. And considering this has worked so well in the past, I'm gonna cast slow.
Okay. All right. Let's see
Just
here.
on the part I can see.
Well, you were hidden, right? You were.
I had a
you were
26 stealth.
So, okay, go ahead, and they have to see, or is it a verbal thing?
Yes.
Okay. It changed what? The elementals?
The
Mage.
drow mage
Ah, son of a bitch.
was given the elementals.
How do I add them to the advanced layer? Where do I go? Okay, there's that. I'm just gonna. That works. All right. So, Anika, you gotta be able to see them though, so you can't do
I
that.
can see the drow.
Do you have dark vision?
Technically, wouldn't
No,
you
I
be able to be the
can't.
fire elemental since it's
It's
made
like
of
the
fire?
Yes,
fire
you can.
elemental is on
Yep.
fire, though.
Yep, you can, because the fire element, they're staying right up next to the fire elementals and placing their hands on them. So, yes.
So yeah, whatever I can see from his shedding light is what I'm going to cast on.
Okay.
got
They
something
all
to go
four need to make
here.
wisdom saving throws at the beginning of their turn or right?
Now?
So
The mages succeeded and the elementals did not.
Okay, so that's half movement. They spells cast 2 turns, and their AC is -2. They can only attack. They can only do 1 action turn, and I think they get a wisdom save at the end of each.
Yes, and something with dex saves too. I think that said -2.
Okay, just keep me honest on that. If I forget one of those, whatever. But the 2 elementals are
Yep.
cool. Anything else you want to do with your turn?
I will inspire Lorna because why not? She's next to me, and then I'll just kind of go back here. Like, you got this.
All right, Faye, it's your turn.
All right, I move out here. I'm going to take out my Scroll of Scorching Ray. And I'm going to aim at this one right here.
Skyboard, cover your eyes just in case.
Which one are you aiming at?
The one right here.
Oh, okay. And what does Scorching Ray do again?
I fire 3 rays of fire at him.
Okay.
So first
So
roll,
the one's
second
now that-
roll.
hold up.
Sorry.
So hearing when Anika popped out in the caster spell, it kind of alerted them to your guys' presence or something going on. As you turn around to start casting your scroll, can scrolls be counterspelled just like normal spells?
If they want to counterspell me, I can use my reaction to counterspell his counterspell.
That's fair. He's going to turn around and cast counterspell. The other one looks like he's still trying to come in too. You're going to cast counterspell on that counterspell?
Yep, counterspelling
Okay.
his counterspell, just being like, not today, fools, you're being blasted.
Okay, that's fair. I don't think the 2 would have the same thing. So that works. So you blasted that guy and he takes how much damage?
I rolled really shitty on these, but that's 4 plus 9. That is 13 plus 5, 18 total.
Okay. So 18 points fire damage. Catch the other one on engulfs his robes a little bit, and he doesn't look happy about it. You sure you don't want to attack this one instead of that one?
Is that one the more injured one?
No, you attack the one on the right. The one that went to the stone.
I'm going for the one that's more injured, and I'm going to end my turn by casting Hexblade's Curse on... Let's do it on the healthy one. He gets the Hexblade's Curse, and I still have movement. So I have 20 feet of movement. I'm just going to move up, drawing my blade as I cast Hexblade's Curse on him.
Okay.
And that is my go.
Okay. Sorry, I'm trying to pull up the character sheets and my notes because these all are a little bit special.
Oh, fuck.
That, and I forget the details about fire form, if that is a radius or is that just within 5 feet. 5 feet. And he sees you charging forward. can't really get all of you guys. But he also knows that there was somebody sitting right back there that was casting spells along with you. So the first one, is going to cast Cloud Kill right here, roughly.
And question: since I use reaction on my turn, is that my reaction for the entire round,
It
or
is, sir.
And I can't see it.
just thought I'd check?
Yep.
Just want to keep you honest.
I do not have Gust of Wind prepared.
I may be able to get rid of it.
All right. I'm trying to figure out how to actually cast this. And it's a 20-foot radius sphere centered. So, how do you do shapes again?
Go to the little art brush, go to draw a shape, and hold Alt for a circle. And you can hold Alt and Shift, and it'll snap to the grid.
Oh, that would be shift. Got it. Okay. So you guys can see that. All right. So what I need is for everyone in that bubble.
Actually, it's
To-
bigger than that.
It's twice the size of that.
Yeah, it's bigger.
That's a radius. Not
Yeah,
height.
20 foot. Oh, shit. Sorry.
So it should get all of us.
Yeah, it should just get all of us.
All right. That's as close as it's going to be. I'm sorry, guys. So we're going to need Constitution saving throws from everyone except for Faye, it looks like.
Am I able to use evasion on that?
No,
That's
it's
why
only
What's
it's
the
only
evasion?
dex saves.
Although it does say when we start our turn there.
It's
Yeah, because
what?
technically you guys would start. They'd have to
I'm
roll when they
sorry.
start.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
take-
Well, then we'll go ahead and save these for your actual turns when these affect your characters. Then, okay?
Does that mean we
So-
have to re-roll when it's our turn?
No, just roll. Go ahead and roll now, and we'll use this for your turns.
Oh no, Chronis.
So we need Wolfram. We'll have them all together, or you can wait till your turn. I guess that's cool too. All right.
Don't breathe. Would this still affect me?
Yep.
Mhm.
Yes. All right, and the other one sees you, Faye, sprinting towards them, and she is going to cast lightning bolt at you.
Oh no, lightning bolt. That's gonna hurt.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not the big enough dick to cast 2 cloud kills in one turn.
Oh, that's
Oh no.
that's
Oh,
a
no.
fail. I'm gonna use my fate token.
Okay, you can re-roll one of those numbers and take whatever you choose.
Okay, I'm gonna try and re-roll that 7. Let's go. 20.
Yes.
All right, so you just take half damage, right? Yep. So 8d6.
Oh god.
Thank you, fate token.
Mm-hmm.
14 points of damage, sir. And that's going. After
And which
that,
one was that?
That was this one. This one casted the lightning. This one casted the cloud. So after each
Okay.
one casts that, they're then going to move a little bit. They got 30 feet, I believe.
So,
30.
what's the damage for the cloud kill?
I believe we've determined that it's on the start of your turn you'll take the damage.
You'll take 5d8 poison damage on a failed save and half the much as on a successful one. So everyone passed except for Chronis. So I'm just going to roll 5d8 and it's your turn. Anything? So they ran away after they cast the spells. It brings us to Lorna's turn. Let's do your. This is gonna be for everyone. I rolled this.
As a free action, would I be able to yell they're running around the corner?
Of course, yeah, that's fine.
They're running around the corner to the right.
So you would take 11 points of damage, Lorna, since you passed your con save, I believe.
Yeah.
Actually, what is their DC?
I would hope with a
12 DC.
22.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
fine, but I just can't remember what their DC. 12, DC 12. Yeah, you guys are all good, I think, except for Chronis.
Oh,
all right. Sorry, Chronis. Lorna, your turn.
Okay. So Faye yelled out, they're going around the corner. Would I know how, like, big this column is? Like, because we're kind of all pressed up against it.
No, because you don't have dark vision and no one's using any kind of lighting source right now. So you're kind of lost in the dark except for that big flaming elemental in front of you that's lighting up the golem, the other golem.
Cool. And we've determined that these things are also bad?
You have not determined that yet, but you did see some, or Faye. No, you didn't see anything. Nope, you would have seen because the elemental can light. Sorry, I'm just thinking the elemental lights up things, and when you could. So you did see the figures, the drow, approach the elementals and place their hands on them, and it looks like there's a glowing handprint blessing on them. But one of the elementals was killed during the fray.
Cool. So, knowing that handprint, I'm going to assume that they're not friends. And I'm going to run up to them.
Okay.
Yes. As I'm running, Lorna starts yelling in Infernal and goes into a rage as she's running.
Okay.
Oh, shit. Do they speak Infernal? No.
They don't. Actually, I was just looking at that. Like, that would be cool.
That would be so sick. Finally, somebody understands me.
All right, so you
I
ran
speak
up to
Infernal too.
Oh, shit. I'll have to figure out what I say. So I am going to recklessly attack this one.
Okay.
I'm going to say that I go into a frenzied rage. Because why not?
Okay.
And I will recklessly attack on this first one.
Okay. That is a hit.
Fuck yes. Okay.
All right.
21.
And at that point, all right, 21 points of damage. And at that point, you take 5 burning points of damage. So as you touch the elemental with your weapon, the fire, you definitely do damage to it, but you feel the fire start to spring out onto you and catch you on fire. You currently are, let's see here.
Yes, that is also missing my rage damage. Because that's a button that I also have to press. So that's an extra 2.
So, okay, 12 plus 2, 14 points of damage.
Plus 9 because it was crit.
Oh, I'm sorry, you had advantage. I'm sorry. Duh. Okay, 21 plus 4.
23.
Right?
2.
All right, 23. Got it.
Yeah.
Okay, so you take 5 points of damage from hitting this fire form.
Okay.
And, okay, it's still your turn.
So she swings it through once, whips it around again, and will attack once more.
Okay.
15?
15's a hit.
Yes!
And you take another 5 points of damage.
Seriously? Every turn? Oh, that's gonna be shitty. Okay, that's my turn.
Every time it's touched with a melee
shit.
attack, it takes 5 points of fire damage.
Awesome.
There's something else that's kind of nasty. It does. You're not on fire. I'm sorry. That's what I was trying to read. It says it has to pass through you for you to actually catch on fire.
Oh, cool. Yeah, so that's my turn.
Okay. That's going to end your turn and bring us up to Skybor, sir. You've heard some yelling, some shouting. What would you like to do?
And okay, I pass. All right. So I'm going to.
Well, you already passed that earlier.
Yeah, I did, but the thing is, dark vision is concentration.
Oh, gotcha. So you did take the what was it, 11 points of damage, I think?
Yeah,
Yes.
I beat it.
Yay.
Okay. So everyone
Wait,
everyone can go ahead and just do 11 points of
concentration?
damage so you don't forget. 22 for you, Chronis.
25, 30. All right.
Dark vision is not concentration.
I thought it is.
No, because this lasts 8 hours.
You're good. No
It
worries.
is not
Oh crap! I was thinking it was concentration, which is why I didn't cast it on Lorna, so that I can see.
That's okay.
No.
Oh, okay. I can't tell. Is this shadowy area rock?
This is so on this side as you round this corner, Skybor. I did the lighting correctly. It kind of ramps up into that ledge that you guys were standing underneath the face of before.
Okay, so I can see this guy right here.
You can, and you can walk up that ramp if you'd like for the
Okay.
higher ground.
That's fine, cause I'm not planning on getting close.
Well done.
Perfect.
I don't like it when you say perfect,
that.
especially
I meant,
twice in a row.
I meant that. There we go. They're right next to each other. Hell of thorns.
There you go.
Okay, there you go. Get it.
Gotta hit him.
Where's my
Ouch. Anika, where's the confidence?
Oh no.
Oh, no.
You know what? I'm going to spend that fate token.
There you go.
Okay.
There we go.
Yes.
All right, those are definitely hits.
All right.
So they need me dexterity saving throws, or they take a D10 no matter what, but whether or not they have it or not.
All right. And really?
So the one fails.
one
so
failed.
So they both take 9 points of damage. Then go ahead and roll.
D10.
Or actually, that's only on one of them. Which one are you attacking with your first shot? I'm sorry.
I'm hitting. Oh, I'm hitting this one.
Okay. And then D10. So they both. The one that succeeded, they'll only take 6 points. I'm sorry, 3. The other one takes 6. Okay.
And that's all I can do. Crap. Never mind. That's my turn.
Okay. Lorna, you see this elemental that you come just and hit it once, and it glows a brighter and brighter rage and color, and you feel like the light is getting extremely intense around you, but you're actually surprised it's not that the light is getting more intense. It seems to be there's more of them.
Wait. Oh fuck.
You see this elemental almost split into three more still large in size, but not as overbearing as they were inside. But they're basically split into 3 versions of itself and surrounding you. At this time, it's going to then where is the sheet? It's going to then make an attack against you with its fist fire.
Cool. It has advantage because I recklessly attacked it.
So 25 and 25.
Mm-hmm.
So you take another 19 points of damage. You are on fire.
Oh, that's great.
And it takes an action to douse the fire.
No. I I'll find an
Yes.
icon.
So you'll take 5 points of damage every turn after that too, until it's
Great.
doused. That's going to end its turn, which brings us to you, Chronis.
All right, now you said like the area that's to the right of me is supposed to be like a ledge. Oh,
Yes.
okay, because I don't see anything that's up there. That's why I was asking.
You don't see anything on the ledge above you, no.
All right, I want to use Shadow Step and Shadow Step up onto the ledge.
You can't shadow step on top of the ledge because you can't see on top of the ledge.
All right,
You can shadow step like up to it and climb and like you could get a hand hold on it. With that, you could get up top. You could probably get, because if you think about it, you can shadow step up to the lip and then just easily pull yourself up over it, and it wouldn't be that hard of a climb check on top of that. So you could do that.
all right.
So you're basically where you are right now. You're standing on top of the ledge now, overlooking the whole battlefield. So let me just move you a little bit so you have a better lighting area effect. And you already did the damage to yourself. Sorry.
All right. From there, I'm going to move forward, and I'm going to attack the one that's right here.
Okay. Excellent. Go ahead.
So the first attack is a 23 because it's advantage from Shadow Step.
Okay. Go ahead. As you hit the mage, you feel this white hot burning energy just kind of hit your hand, and you just feel it radiate your arm, and flames start to like come off and onto your skin and burn you as you punch the drow mage. You go ahead and take 5 points of fire damage. And it's still your turn, sir.
All right. Like, was I able to tell if it actually took the damage I gave to it?
Oh yeah, like he winced in pain. Like you just ran over there and like slammed him up in his ribs, and he like kind of lost his breath of air for a minute. He definitely took the damage. It's just you took fire damage from at this time. You're not really sure why. You can maybe make an Arcana check to try to see if you can figure out exactly what's going on right now.
No, I'm just gonna go ahead and punch him again.
Okay, go for it. Is that still advantage?
No, but I am going to. Nah, I'll just let it go.
Okay, so the second one's not a hit. So he kind of collects himself after the first blow, and was able to kind of move out of the way of the second one as a reaction. Anything else you like?
No, I don't think there's anything else I can do right now.
That's your bonus action hit?
Shadow Step, I believe, is a bonus action.
No, Shadow Step is a ability, if I'm not mistaken.
No, it says as a bonus action.
Oh,
Okay. This one sees you approaching Faye, the Earth Elemental, as it takes its turn, and you see it go into the ground, not disturbing the earth underneath it, and it pops up right in front of you, Faye. It's then you see again just start shaking, its form kind of dissipating, and again something similar to what you saw for the fire elementals. You see 3 smaller versions of the original one around you.
Yeah, that's fine. I can easily get out of here.
And it then attacks you with its fist
Bring it.
for 22.
Miss.
22 is a miss.
22. Which one was doing the 22? The one below or the one?
It's all in unison.
So it's be all in unison? They all don't have separate attack rolls?
It's almost like they're all mimicking each other. They're moving and acting at the same time.
Yeah, that's fine. The 22 will hit anyways.
For 13 points of bludgeoning damage.
Yeah, that's
Okay. Which then brings us to Wolfram.
So do these three count as all the same entity?
You're not sure?
Be able to check with an Arcana?
Yeah. You're not really sure what's going on. They seem real enough and dangerous enough. They don't seem to like you too much.
Right, I cast Fire Elemental.
So you're casting Banish Element on the Fire Elementals. Roll me a D3, sir.
Wait, and didn't the Earth Elemental fail to slow?
So the fire. But I don't know if that was
Ooh.
separate actions or not.
Yeah, that
Yes.
was
I don't know enough.
Yes,
those
that
were
would
separate
be.
actions.
Take the attacks. Remove the damage I gave you. You too, Laura. I'm sorry about that.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's like I wasn't sure. And
That's a-
since I haven't taken the damage yet, I don't have to make a concentration check yet.
Sorry, all the damage?
Which actually on that point, no, not all the damage, just the where you punched you. He can't punch you. He can't do that
Okay.
and split. Which they also need to make. Is it wisdom saves on that?
Yes.
And could they even get over here through the Earth with their movement
Oh,
being
right, because
slowed?
their movement speed is slowed. They both fail.
Both fail. Good point, Faye. You suck.
Just keeping you honest with
No,
that
that's
slow
cool.
spell.
I mess up. That's cool. Well then, shit. What's he gonna do? Okay, he's just gonna go on the ground and move 15 feet. He has not split up yet, but he might do something really cool you guys aren't expecting.
Oh, the Fire Elementals are still split?
They're still split. You need to roll me a D3. Okay. You banished one of the elementals to a different.
It's a charisma save.
Oh shit!
It's a charisma save if it goes or not.
Holy
Yep.
shit!
So it
Holy
is-
shit, they're gone.
So it is returned to its native plane of existence, and if I keep the spell up for 1 minute, it doesn't come back.
Okay, excellent. And that's a concentration, I think, right?
Concentration.
Okay. Interesting. Okay. Anything else on your turn? Brings us to you, Nika. Go for it.
Okay, let's see. All right, so slow is still up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Don't you only make a concentration check if you take damage?
I did.
Oh,
the
I'm sorry.
cloud.
I'm sorry. Yep. Jesus.
All right. And they're all clustered nicely.
The one's underground right now.
The earth elemental is?
Yes.
Okay. Well, then. So I can't see that one. One sec. Alright. I will cast Dissonant Whispers on this one. Or
Okay.
unless, can I? Oh no, I didn't see anything. So I just think there are two of them.
Yep.
Yep. Cool. So the thing went away.
All right, and go ahead and roll me a d2.
Okay. So is it a spell? Oh no, it's a save. That's right.
Wisdom saving throw. So on a fail, it takes 3d6 and must immediately. Okay. So you see the other one kind of just immediately burst into ash around Lorna as you cast that other one.
Oh, thank God.
Okay. Then I
And,
guess I'll just say, that's weird. And then that's the end of my turn.
Okay. And that brings us to you, Faye.
I am gonna run over to here. And you know what? I'm due first attack on Mr. Hasn't done any damage because I think Chronis can take care of Mr. Injured.
Okay, go for it.
And before I start, I'm gonna do my bonus action and cast Hex on this guy. So he's not only under X-Blade's curse Hex.
This guy, the blue one?
Yeah, blue one.
Okay.
So all my dice rolls get 80 points of damage. And he's just in for a very bad time. Let's do the first attack. Sadly miss, I believe.
That's a mess.
Second attack.
That is
That
a
will-
hit.
So hold on, gotta roll Hex twice and add a d6. And then I'm going to burn my last Warlock slot to do a Eldritch Smite on top of this. So that's going to be an additional, since it's a crit, that's going to be an additional 6d8. And he goes prone.
All right, hold up. You're throwing a lot of damage at me. So 17.
Hold on,
21.
And I'm rolling the...
21 plus 6, that's 27. Plus 28.
Mm-hmm. So that's 10... And actually, that is 31 because I forgot to add the 3. Because all my dice rolls get a bonus of 3 added to them thanks to Hexblade's Curse. So that is 31. That is, that's 20. 20 plus 13, that's 33. Plus 31.
Okay, that's plenty of damage. He takes all this damage, and you see his like desperation come over his face as he reaches his hand towards well, from where you're at, it looks like he reaches his hand at you to almost react to it. And he immediately just becomes lifeless in front of you and falls before you.
Okay, I'm just going to see that, and I'm just going to use my last bit of movement to get right here to help Chronis out, and I'm just going to point my blade at this one and just be like, okay, you have a choice. Stop running and surrender, and you might live, or friend there is going to pop your head like a grape.
Okay.
End of my turn.
He looks startled by your words and slightly shaken. But the handprint on his robes is still growing bright and strong, and that's enough to reassure him with watching over his concern with a little smirk on his face. At this time, he will then look at you, Faye, after you just killed his comrade, and cast. Where are you at? Let me think. What would can we cast to get out of this?
Because when I kill with Hexblade's Curse died, I get to heal for 9. Believe. Hold on. Just throwing this up to see how much I heal by Warlock level plus Charisma. So that's 6. I heal for 11.
Okay. He is going to cast Greater Invisibility on himself.
Oh yeah, and sorry, one thing I forgot to do. I'm making that one that just fell my servant.
Okay. I'll let you do it. Okay.
Jeffrey's back.
Roll initiative for him. The other one has gone invisible. And so you guys don't see him for now.
Well, we know where he's roughly is, so if he tries to move, we could at least do an attack. It would be a straight roll for both me and Chronis.
You don't get attacks of opportunity of something you can't see.
We know he was right there.
Still can't see it. You have to be able to see to react to something like that. You could definitely make perception checks, both of you, to see if you can tell that it moved away or not.
Yeah, let's do that. 13.
You heard definitely it move away from you at that time, but you can't see it.
Can I take a wild shot in the dark, disadvantage, try and stab?
I thought the ruling was you have to be able to see to take a reaction.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, no.
Hold on, just double checking.
Yeah, I'm gonna say go ahead
just double
at a
check.
disadvantage. Go ahead and do it at a disadvantage. Cronus
Is a straight roll because of Chronis.
You did not notice.
Straight roll because Chronis is in the middle.
No.
That is fair.
It's disadvantage or not at all.
23.
Okay, you definitely hit.
For 13.
Okay. I'll make a con check. That's a set pass, right? 10 above. All right.
Or elemental.
That is also the con for the elemental, though.
Oh, fucking A. Where is he at?
He's fine.
Still pass.
He's fine.
All right. So he's gonna move away.
Could I tell when I was stabbing which way he was moving?
No. That's gonna end his turn. Lorna, it is your turn. You just seen one fire elemental where there was once three.
Oh shit. Fuck yes. I'm not gonna die now. Well, I hope. I'm. Oh, fuck. I'm just gonna attack it recklessly. the sooner that it's dead, the sooner. Does it look like it's gotten fairly hurt, or not really?
I'm not sure. His fire is not burning quite as bright.
Okay, that's good enough for me. And Lorna. She will recklessly attack. 28.
That is a hit.
For 13 damage. Extra attack, she'll swing her sword the
You
other
go
way.
ahead and take 5 points as well.
Yep.
And you also have to take another 5 points because you were on fire going into that round.
Was I?
Oh no, because that melee
Nope.
attack never happened. Because the melee attack didn't happen. Sorry.
Thank God for slow. Extra attack, she's going to swing her sword back the other way. She can't do recklessly because that's once a turn. 19?
Okay.
For
That's a
15.
hit.
Awesome, for 15 damage. And
You
because
take
she...
another 5 points.
Yep. It's okay. Still not doing too bad. Because of frenzied attack, she's going to swing it around one last time.
Okay.
Oh, fuck. 11.
11 is a miss.
Damn.
But you don't take any fire damage.
That's
That's
good.
nice.
Yeah.
Bright side.
Right side.
Anything else you like to do?
No, that's all my actions and bonus action.
All right. Skybore, sir, it's your turn. Yes, you do see you don't see footprints, but you hear with your high passive perception, you hear it run away, and it sounds like it's running up the cliff. But you're not exactly sure where.
Up the cliff. The cliff that
You heard
me and Chronis are at?
you hear it kind of go this way. Where can you see that? Yeah, it's like you hear it running this way, away from Chronis and Faye.
Wait, so it's running into the cloud kill?
Why is it going that way? Weird.
Because it would have to make a con check there.
It's running away. You don't know where it's running. And actually, I haven't been doing con checks for that, so I'm sure if he was the one that cast it, he's going to dissipate it.
Well, he would have had to if he cast Greater Invisibility.
Fair enough. Cloud kill is gone.
Is the cliff difficult terrain?
Nope. It's just a ramp basically up to that high point, that plateau that Chronos originally climbed up on.
Okay. Boop.
Okay. All right. That's where you want to place it, right?
Yep.
That
I'm
is
guessing.
lucky for me, just out of the area he's in. So you cast these fairy lights all over, but nothing appears where you're expecting it.
All right.
Anything else?
That's it.
All right, that brings us back to the fire elemental's turn, which is still slow. It's going to it can only make one attack when it's slow, so it's just going to do a touch attack against you. 21
Yes.
for 12 points of damage,
Yay.
and you take 5 additional points of fire damage, and you are now on. Jesus, these things are not very wise.
Yay.
So that ends his turn. Chronis, it's your turn now, sir.
All right. So for magic missiles, if I can't see the target, will it chase after it anyways?
No.
You
No.
have
Okay.
to see.
All right. Well, Chronis is upset because he's not gonna be able to punch something, so he's just gonna make his way back towards the cliffside.
Okay.
He doesn't want to punch the fire thing.
And then I will hop down off of the cliff.
Okay. Go ahead.
It's not letting me drag my token over.
Okay.
How much light is the elemental putting off?
I think it's 20 or 30. It's a 30-foot radius. So this whole area is lit up.
All right, from here I'm going to throw one of my 2 remaining poison darts that I had set up from the very beginning.
Okay.
I'll starting it at the elemental.
Okay, that's a hit. All right.
And can it get affected by poison?
It cannot. Actually, yeah, no, it cannot get. I thought that's 6 points piercing damage, right? Not poison damage. So,
yeah.
All right. Anything else?
Actually, for my bonus action, I'm going to use patient defense.
Okay. The Earth Elemental is taking his turn. And he's going to make another wisdom saving throw. Jesus Christ. Okay. That ends his turn. Wolfram, it's your turn.
Unaware of any kind of invisible enemies around and seeing a big shiny thing, he's going to go try and whack it.
Okay. That's a hit.
Assume 24 hits.
Yeah, I said it hits.
Mm-hmm.
11 bludgeoning.
Okay. Anything else for your turn?
That's really it.
Okay. Anika, it's your turn.
All right. I'm going to move up a little bit. And just tell the fire and the elemental that I'm hotter than you. And
Okay.
cast Vicious Mockery.
All right. Vicious Mockery. Do wisdom save.
Yeah.
He's already so good at these. Okay. 6 points of damage.
Yep, and it has disadvantage on its next attack.
Really? Is that necessary?
Yeah.
All right. Anything else?
Well, since Lorna's kind of on fire, as a bonus, I will cast Healing Word
Okay.
for 5 healing.
I appreciate you.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Faye, it's your turn.
For my action, to detect magic. If he's under the effects of a spell, I will see the location thanks to School of. I love detect magic.
There it is. All right. You see a faint aura around. Shit. How do I ping this?
Yeah, so I need to see which way I'm gonna move first. So it's like right here.
Yeah, well, let me draw. Yeah, right there.
Okay, I'm just gonna tell him I see you, and I'm gonna have Jeffrey come up I forgot to roll initiative, so it's probably
his turn.
yes. Sorry.
Oh, he would have gone.
No, I
initiative
didn't.
was like a
I
9.
didn't
Yeah.
resort the initiative. He rolled a 9.
Mhm.
Yeah, so he didn't go next turn. I guess we could just say he was waiting to see what I did. If that makes it easier on you.
He doesn't go until the next round, I think. He doesn't go as soon as he spawns.
Yes, he does. He immediately joins the initiative. Let me throw a Cursed Spectre up for you.
Yeah, I see it. I see he has his own initiative, or it doesn't say if he doesn't or does start that turn. So, okay. Yeah, go ahead and move him then.
All right.
Well, no, because he wouldn't have been able to see or do anything anyways because he's invisible, so he doesn't know where to go. And he can't hold his action because we're top of the turn order now, so it's next round, so there's no held actions any longer.
Yeah, I'll just shout, he's over here, get to the other side, Jeffrey.
Okay.
And now that I can see that guy, I'm going to use my bonus action to move Hex onto him.
Okay. You still
That's
can't see him. You see an aura of him. So things that still require a visual component is not still going to work, though.
All right, that's fine.
I'm sorry. I feel like I'm throwing the rule book tonight, but I feel like you're also trying to get every advantage possible in the fight.
Sorry, it's just detect magic. It does.
Yeah, I hear you, and that's what I'm saying. You know where he's at. I'm not going to make you roll a disadvantage on anything that you want to do, but things that require visual of him, you still need to see the creature.
That's fair. It's fine.
Is that all, or what did you want to do? Is your turn, or?
Yeah, that's my turn.
Oh, okay.
I'm good.
All right. Where are we at here? So you move up after him. I'm sorry, did someone say?
No, I just said, okay, I thought it was my turn.
As you come up close to him, he's going to look at you, Faye, and he is going to cast.
If he casts, he turns visible.
Unless it's greater invisibility, then you can do it.
Which it is.
Yeah.
So he's going to cast Lightning Bolt. That's the biggest thing he has right now.
Reaction, I'm casting Absorb Elements. Get automatic resistance.
Okay. So you absorb, you don't get any of the damage, or you only take a portion of it?
Well, I still need to make a dex. I still need to make the dex save, but if I pass the dex save, I'm taking a quarter.
Okay, go ahead and make. Okay, so that is a fail.
So I take 12. I take 12. That's fine.
And then Gary, he needs a dex save as well.
Yep. And he is actually resistant to lightning, so he's already going to be taking half.
Of course he is. Nice.
So that's a pass. So
yeah,
he takes 6. He takes 6.
I don't like Gary at all. All right. And at that point, he is going to move away from you. I will let you have an opportunity of attacks. Just a straight roll.
Okie dokie. 14.
That is shit. I think that might be a miss. Nope, that's a hit. Shit. I'm sorry. I'm gonna move him back to the token layer because it's too difficult for me to switch between layers. You're just got the not. um. Okay, I trust you not to metagame. Well, you can see him anyways. So let's see here. That's going to end his turn, which brings us back to you, Lorna.
Hey, I know it's hurting me, but I'm going to try and kill it.
Wait, is greater invisibility a concentration check?
It would be. That'll work.
He passes.
Your turn, Lorna.
Yes. I know it's hurting me, but I am going to swing 3 times at it.
Go for it.
Advantage on the first because I'm going to recklessly hit it. 18
That's a hit.
for 15
Okay.
damage.
As you plunge the blade through its chest, you see that the elemental's fire starts to kind of sputter out as it wants to turn ash. But you hear a voice come from the overside of your shoulder, like, "You will not die yet." And you see the fire kind of start to burn brighter, but then explodes, and the fire kind of swirls in the air and goes over. Actually, it looks to you nothingness. It's just, it goes into a blank thing. To you, Faye, it looks like all that energy has just kind of shot into the invisible aura that you're fighting right now.
Oh, shit.
Boy.
What's that, Faye?
It's like, ooh, I think he might have just healed himself.
Okay. Do I relatively know where this thing is?
You would have seen it go. Yeah, you would have been able to see exactly where it entered at.
Oh, okay.
But you don't see what it was that it went into.
That's fine. I know I assume it's this thing.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to attack around the area since I can't see it.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's hope it goes well. 16?
That's a hit.
Oh, fuck yeah. 15 damage.
That'll do it. Okay.
Okay. One last thing. Bonus action. I will attack one last time.
Oh boy.
She hits something, gets it, and then swings it around on the other side.
Okay, go for it.
20.
Damn.
If only it was natural. That's another 14 points.
All right. All 3 of those hits go into this. You feel the resistance of the blade as it punches through what you are come to know as flesh giving to your weapon. But you still can't see it. But your sword just keeps coming out of this invisible nothingness with blood more on it, and he needs to make a concentration check on each one of those attacks.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah.
He maintains his concentration on that. I don't know how, but he does.
Somehow.
Okay, anything else on your turn?
No, that's it. Thank you.
All right, Skyboard, it's your turn.
I don't want to necessarily metagame because originally I was going to drop another fairy fire right here, but I would imagine I will see Lorna appear swinging wildly.
You would have seen the fire swirl and go into nothingness. You're not sure exactly what that was, but you would have seen the fire go into that spot. Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause I know that someone turned invisible, and Lorna is swinging at the air. So I want to cast Fairy Fire Like, I'll put it right here.
He is. Is that a verbal?
I believe it is. Let me check. Fairy Fire.
Verbal, yep.
Oh, there you go.
He is going to use his last 3rd level slot and counterspell that.
Alright.
Anything else?
That's it.
All right. Oh, that one's gone. Chronis, it's your turn.
So, Chronis doesn't really see anything going on, so I'm just gonna walk over next to Anika and just hold my action.
Okay.
And if I see the guy come visible, I'm gonna throw my dart at him.
Okay. Gary, it's Gary's turn.
Hey, Silent, can you give Jerry sight? He does have dark vision up to 60 feet.
Yes, but he cannot see the guy.
Yeah, he would have just seen Anika swinging at something.
Yep.
I
Yep.
didn't swing at
He
shit.
knows or Lorna.
Lorna.
He knows the general area what's
Sorry.
going on.
He would have saw Lorna, sorry. He doesn't know who's who. He's only been like in this state for like 15 seconds.
It's a very confusing time in Gary's life.
Don't you mean unlife? He is undead. So he'll just move right there, not knowing what Lorna's swinging at, and he'll just try and touch something at disadvantage.
Sure, go for it.
Wow!
That's a hit.
Ten necrotic. And that thing's hit points is reduced by 10.
Okay.
Oh, it has to make a con save?
It does. And it loses its invisibility at that time. And he's cursing her like, fuck you guys.
That means I can also throw my dart, correct?
Yep, you were holding that action. And that's a fucking hit. Roll damage. All right. He actually doesn't even get a chance. He doesn't even get a chance to get the whole word out, like fuck in undercommon, and you see this dart come flying across the way. And actually, I'm sorry. I hate to do this. You don't, Chronos, because you can't see over there. So nope, even with the disadvantage, you would have been able to do it. Sorry. Yes, the dart comes flying across as he just appears before you, Gary and Lorna, and you see as you hear him start to cuss in undercommon Fey, and the dart just goes straight into his throat, and he starts to gurgle and spit up some blood before he falls down before you. At that time, let's see, what would it do? Okay, anything else?
That is Jerry's turn. Jerry's just looking surprised he's hit something.
Okay. At that time, we're going to bring combat to a close. I mean, you guys are welcome to keep trying to find that elemental, but as his master is leaving, he is going to start fleeing away. You guys obviously don't know this, but just so you know out of character, that he's going to start fleeing away, that his masters are no longer present.
That's fine. I will cast dancing lights though, so I can see. Now that the big thing of fire is not there anymore.
Okay. So you guys are here. You see the dead drow mage lying there in front of Lorna and Gary. The other one laying kind of more near the ramp because I already moved them just for cleanliness. I guess I should leave them out there until we're done. and you're looking over him. He looks he's dressed in these dark black robes, and he's got this white handprint on the chest of like a almost like a tabard that bears the symbol. It's a little more polished of a handprint, not as crude as like white smudged or white chalk or anything like that that you've seen on some of the other creatures. And the elemental is laying crumbled before you.
I'm gonna give Jerry a high five for a good job.
Okay. Gary will slowly try to reciprocate, but he can't move as fast, so it ends up just being like a weird air 5.
Well, everyone,
yeah.
this is Gary. Gary, say hi.
Just kind of motions there lazily.
Just looks like a spectral drow.
Huh.
With kind of some draconic markings on it.
Did it have those before?
Those are new.
Okay. I'm gonna look and see if there's anything on the mage at my feet.
I'll help take a look. Looking for like keys or notes.
I'll help too.
You're trying to do what now? You're trying to do an investigation?
Yes, see if there's anything on him.
Sure. Go ahead and roll investigation with advantage. Okay. So you find no like what exactly are you looking for? Specific. Like are you trying to find like correspondence or anything like that? Or just want to tell you everything you find in general?
I was just looking for anything useful. So like if there was any writing on them or if he had like weird magic things.
No writing or ordnance on him. You find some jewelry on him that he's wearing on his fingers. Between the two of them, I imagine you're checking all the bodies. You find some jewelry, but it's nothing, it just seems like flashy and fancy for them. Maybe more fashion than function.
Is it spiders?
Well, the one is spider and it's purple, and the other one's black with just a simple ruby in it. You also find about between the two of them, 300 gold pieces on their person.
Do any of the rings appear magical? Since I have detect magic up.
No, they're just high fashion kind of. These guys were, not so hands-on nitty-gritty. They kind of live a cushed, polished life, commanding slaves around and being the foreman of slavery, essentially.
I'll give the gold to Lorna and the rings to Faye because ew.
I will put the rings in my bag.
I'll put the gold in the bag too.
Okay.
So I think we need to say what were they doing here? It appeared they were taking control of those elemental beings.
Which did they dig those out of the wall?
So looking at the area, it looks like the wall has collapsed, revealing another like tunnel and section of the Dark Dominion. Just looks like they're just plowing through to make room to either pass through or they're looking for something or they're trying to make it easier to get through the Dark Dominion, their armies.
I'm gonna pull out the map I have and the crystals. Does that new path they made coincide with the path that we need to go on or no?
I don't know. You just do a history or an intelligence check and work with your trusty ranger with the survival check.
Hey Skyward, come look at this.
Between the two of you, you do have your bearings. It doesn't look like that's heading in the direction that you're wanting to go. It just seems like it connects to more of the tunnels and the rest of the Dark Dominion.
Okay.
It all looks the same to me.
It honestly does look really similar, but that's the wrong way. And I point to the tunnel that they made. But they found some chaos apparently.
And Gary just kind of nods and smiles as much as a non-emotional ghost can.
See, Gary agrees with me.
And there was another one. Where do you think it went?
Well, assuming that they were slavers, and in this case they took elementals, slavers are dead. It probably ran away.
Or whatever that little thing they did of trying to move the handprint on them. Perhaps they're under the Forgotten's control.
So then we should probably move, huh?
Yeah, and that thing could dig underground. The Forgotten just got away into Minzo.
Minzo doesn't have defenses for that?
I don't think we would expect something to come from underground.
Are you sure? Because
Actually,
they seem a little
Minzo-
paranoid.
Faye, you actually would know that Minzo and other major cities in the Underdark have wards and stuff to prevent tunneling and disturbing the earth underneath them.
All right.
Like
The
I
reason
said,
I know that is because I did some research because I was wondering the same damn thing.
seem a bit paranoid. I'm sure they have defenses to that.
That's true. I don't know if the words go down that far, but perhaps they do.
I mean, are these guys not common down here?
Their elementals and stuff are fairly common. Them stone giants and other underdark kind of creatures, stuff that
And
kind of roams around.
as long as Menzo stood, I'm sure this would not be the first time they've dealt with elemental.
That's fair. Well, we'll just have to be wary that the Forgotten is now trying to extend their reach to elemental beings.
Mm-hmm.
So, anything else? The Wolfram or Chronis or Skywar or anyone else?
I will detect portal.
Detect portal. Okay, and that is, let's see here. What's the distance on that?
1 mile.
1 mile. You do not detect any portals immediately around.
Right.
Within a mile of you. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Anything else? Otherwise, you guys assume capture whatever you get. Yek and Fezzik kind of come in after the commotions die down. Like, do you guys just go? Do you just go anywhere where it doesn't? Don't put your life in danger.
Not as of recently.
Not that
Part of the
long.
job.
Yek is a little impressed, and I think me and Fezzik are just gonna fall behind you guys and just kind of bring up the rear, unless you need us. Yeah, it seems the safest for us.
Yeah, wherever you think you're best suited. You know yourselves better than I do.
We could maybe help out here or there, but fire elementals and lightning and all that stuff, it's really outside my skill set.
Fair.
All right. So, how do you guys want to proceed? Do you guys want to proceed carefully, same pace, stealthily, double time?
Well, I think we're going into more dangerous territory the closer we get to the vault or portal or whatever
Mm-hmm.
it's called. We should probably not run banging pots and pans.
Probably not.
Okay. All right. So you guys want to go stealthily? Go ahead and everyone go ahead and make me stealth checks, and we'll proceed through the rest of the.
And mine's the 26 because of my boots.
Okay.
That's about right for Wolfram and Lorna.
Who we missing? Faye. Faye, you there? We lost Faye.
Uh-oh.
Sorry, my dog was whining.
You're good. So you guys are proceeding on. You guys collect some of the supplies you found and push forward. Several hours pass. You guys come up on similar noises. You find some more drow working slavers in the mines and trying to break down these walls. One of the group you see, they collapse another wall as you're proceeding around, and you see nothing come through the wall like before, and you see them collect some ore and other refined or unrefined material from the debris. You guys keep going on, and you do see some groups of slaves that do break down the wall and find more elementals that come out of them. In similar form, there's mages and captains that go up and start blessing and enslaving these creatures like you saw already. You guys are welcome to get involved on any of these things or continue to pass by without trying to get involved. Let me know.
I don't think we should try and fight them again.
I think we got lucky to get out the first time.
Yeah, let's just keep going.
As
much as I hate slavery, I agree.
You guys keep going, and every once in a while, you guys see some drow, though, some slavers and drow in combat. The slaves are fighting back against the Forgotten, and the Driders are taking care of some of the drow or the Forgotten and freeing the slaves that are to join in the fight. These are some of the things you see as you travel over the next day or two, moving through these tunnels. So you guys do, as you make decisions to kind of stay out of the fight and stuff, go ahead and take a full night's rest for everyone. You all get those rewards over the next 2 days. Is there anything you guys want to do as you travel through these tunnels for the next 2 days?
One of my nights before, I want to finish throwing up into my jar.
Okay. I think it was 3/4 full. So yeah, I mean, you don't really have to roll it because you only have to fill up a quarter left. So you do finally finish up filling up one of the jars on the first night of setting up camp. You're sitting in the hut, and you see at night Chronis kind of, or unless you're trying to do this in private, throwing up into this jar.
No, it's out in the open.
Okay. So one night before bed, you guys see Chronis throwing up in this jar.
Chronis.
Do you have to do it right in front of us?
You're lucky I didn't kick you out of the hut this time.
It's just acid, and I didn't get it anywhere.
Yeah, it's just acid that could tip over and burn all of our stuff.
What even are you doing with that? Do I know what he's doing with that? Could I figure it out?
I don't know if did you read the book that him and Faye bought? I can't remember. Or was it the book that you found?
I did find a book on dragons when we were with Doc.
You make a history check real quick, I guess. I can't remember if you found out this. If you do, if you have an inkling, let me know and I'll just go.
It's like, I think because we gave him a book because he found the Dragon's ABCs book, and we found the other one.
So you be along your journey socializing with Chronis. You probably peeked into the book that he had. You had some time to think about what you read. You know that certain dragons require certain kind of properties to incubate and to eventually hatch. And you think that you read somewhere that black dragons need acid to hatch.
Chronis, are you trying to hatch a dragon?
Maybe.
Go ahead and get deception check there, Chronis.
I assume we're all talking about this in the open.
What do I roll against that?
Insight?
Insight.
Can I do that as well?
All right, then.
Maybe as ominous as you think it would be. Like it's kind of like yes or no. What's that, Laura?
Can
you can
I-
make an insight check if you want.
Yep, he's telling the truth.
I'm not sure he
said
is, but
maybe. It's not a complete lie. So.
Yeah. Just don't bust that thing of acid on anyone or yourself.
Yeah,
And if you do anything illegal, like, tell us what the lie is.
I mean, hatching a dragon isn't illegal.
I
It's
know, but if
just-
he does anything else, like you keep us in the know.
So, are you doing anything with the jar now that you have a full jar of acid, Chronis?
Yeah, in front of everybody, I'm just going to go ahead and put the egg into the acid.
Okay.
I feel like
I
Yep.
go
Definitely
ahead.
not hatching a dragon.
I said maybe. I didn't lie to you.
I'm not mad about it.
So you see, everyone sees Chronis plop this egg into this acid. He does it as much as he can to not get the acid to come out of the jar. And the nerds at the academy told him how much distribution of liquid from a physical object being inserted, so he knew the right amount to put in there. And he seals the top of it, and the egg just kind of sits there at the bottom of the jar, submerged in the acid for now. No immediate reaction. It's just in submerged in acid, and you can see it through the glass. The acid kind of bubbles and pops and fizzes around in the jar. Is there anything else you guys would like to do to this night, or in the 2 days of traveling and seeing all those things and Chronos hatching an egg? Or incubating an egg? No one
I
has
guess.
to.
What's our plan after we find this thing of, assuming this is where your grandmother put it? Or do we have a plan?
That's a good question. We don't even know what it is.
Well, what happened last time you found one? And I look at Lorna's gauntlets because I know that's a symbol of Merlin.
We met a ghost dude.
A friendly one?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Elio.
Elio.
Yeah, he was a follower of Merlin, and he was trapped underground waiting for us, basically. He gave us the gauntlets, and now they're part of me. Not really part of me, I'm just wearing them.
I'm pretty sure you're probably the best suited.
They do look pretty nice.
They do. They complete the whole muscles.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, he gave us this, and we also, oh yeah, I don't know if we've shown you. I pull out the key that we have.
Is it like a key to a door?
You see this brass key presented to you, Nika. It has these green emerald stones in the top part of the key. I don't know what you call that. not the
No.
actual shaft, but the headpiece.
Yeah,
And
it's,
there's
I don't
3
know.
green stones.
Have I ever seen anything like this in my research of Merlin?
Without, you don't have to do any roll. You definitely would recognize that the symbol of Merlin is still actually on the head of the key. Each kind of green stone where that's placed is kind of what that round circle symbol was that you see on Lorna's bracelets.
Mm.
But do a history check. It would be very minimal if you knew anything extra than that, but maybe. No, these are very, very rare item. There's that only Merlin bestowed to very notable people, so there wouldn't be a lot of information. You know that it's bestowed to unique people just from your adventures with your party, like your team, because the royal family did tell you guys that Merlin did give those only to certain houses and kingdoms in Fantasia when you first went to Mount Stonemere. But that's about all you know about these keys.
Huh.
Yeah.
All I know is, Merlin locked something away, apparently. Don't know what.
And if you collect them all, you can have a sword that's made out of a key.
I think there's a special word for
A
that.
keyblade of sorts.
Oh shit!
No. All right. Anything else?
So I guess our plan is figure out what happens. Maybe go back to Menzo. Maybe go the Underdark. We'll find out, I guess, right?
Pretty much.
Yeah, we'll find out.
I would like to
Okay.
point out that I need to swing by Menzo after we get this.
Well, you guys still have to talk to them about an alliance with the surface once you take care of this, but they won't entertain. They told you they wouldn't entertain the idea until Vosk has been destroyed. And like Vosk has been killed and the Dark Dominion is back in the Menzo's control. So that's just kind of real quick bullet points. So Vosk, finding and killing Vosk, finding this gift of Merlin, and meeting the Stone Giants and gaining allies with the Stone Giants as well to take over the Dark Dominion and get involved in this fight was another outline item. And you guys are just kind of the entry part, like the normal cave systems right now as you follow this trail the last couple days. Eventually, you see the terrain is starting to change. It's not so polished or man-made tunnels. You start seeing some more raw tunnels, not a lot of architecture or structure laying around. It's just dark, winding tunnels that start to turn you around as you start to proceed. Before you start proceeding, you guys, knowing your map and everything with where you got to go, you guys are starting to enter what you guys were warned about as the Craze tunnels. Is there anything anyone wants to do before we go into that? Like, if you guys want to have a camp night session to socialize or ask questions, we totally can do that. Otherwise, that's where we're at now.
I mean, during one of the nights, I'd like to check in with Skybor, see how he's doing.
Yeah, go. Let's do that. So Skyward, how you doing? Or let's go ahead and let you guys play that out.
Skybor will be chilling by the campfire.
Lorna sits beside you, hands you a piece of her ration. So, how you doing, buddy?
I'm starting to get gray hair.
Oh no. She, literally looks and starts, combing through his hair a little bit. Yeah. You need to get some sun there. I think I've got an even paler down here.
Nice conversation.
She's just hit her forehead.
She's doing her best.
Yep, that's all she can do. She'll just nod, get up, pat him on his head, and go to her sleeping bag. Actually,
yeah. Oh, go ahead, Lorna.
She goes to her sleeping bag, ruffles through her bag, comes back over behind him, and puts a flower crown on his and rushes back over to her bed and sleeps.
Okay. Still no portals yet, Skywar.
Right.
As you guys travel several miles in through the Dark Dominion maze, I imagine you're going to cast that kind of daily and a couple times a day as you travel.
Yeah, after a break.
Sure. This is a little different. I'm sorry, guys. I'm still trying to find that dial where I'm trying to keep the pace going, where you guys feel like you're doing something, but I also don't want to take away from these social interactions either. So, just always feel free to stop me if there's something you want to do and you feel like I'm glossing over something. But Skyward, over the next couple of days, periodically throughout your travels through these tunnels, you try to seek out a portal, and nothing is coming up on your internal portal radar at this time. When you guys though were having that exchange though, Skywar, Yek is going over here, and he's been kind of noting you over the time, just being very quiet, Skywar. And he will one night, as he sees this exchange between you and Lorna, come over and goes, "It's been a while since you've seen the surface."
Yes, I have lost the count of days.
We've
been down here for weeks.
He looks at you with a kind of understanding look. He goes, "It'll drive you crazy. Eventually, I'd like to say eventually you get used to it, but I haven't seen the surface in years, and that's I'm so excited to get back home, but I'm kind of worried how different everything's going to be."
Oh crap! Things can change, can't they?
Oh no!
What's that?
Okay, why is Skyboy freaking out now?
What did you say, Scott? I didn't hear him.
I just look up from my book. What's going on?
Yeah, when was it Yek?
Mm-hmm.
When
Yeah,
Yek said about he's worried that things might have changed, that create a realization to Skyboy that things may have changed by the time he gets out.
Lorna's just, oh god, what has happened now?
Yek is going to try to trying to calm you down. Which I didn't mean anything like that. I wasn't trying to upset you. It's just things change. You know this.
Yes,
that's how life progresses.
Like the seasons. Yes, there are no seasons down here.
Would I know if there were seasons down here?
It goes from dark, cold, and damp to darker and colder and damper in the winter.
There are seasons.
It goes from shit to slightly shittier. Kind of like Canada. No, I'm just kidding.
Hey!
I'm kidding.
Actually, no, it's true though.
I was like, some of the northern states are like that too, but there's a reason. They're like,
it's surprisingly warm here. It's 5 degrees. It's not supposed to be 5 degrees right now.
See, this in America, we don't go by Celsius.
Hang on.
We go by Fahrenheit.
Oh, fuck off.
So yeah, he's not.
It is
good.
41 degrees Fahrenheit there.
That's cold.
Actually, that's pretty warm this time of year for Canada.
That's pretty fucking warm. It gets down to like -30 usually in Celsius.
I mean, hell, that's warmer than it is here, I think. And I live in Texas.
All right, back on track. Back on track. It's all right. So he's not doing a good job at calming you down, but he's trying his best. He's trying to relate to you a little bit. He's not doing very too hot, it seems.
if paper bags exist in this world, Skyboy will be breathing in it right now.
I'm gonna
Can
look
I
at
minor
Skyboy
illusion one?
and ask him if he wants me to stick him with the drought poison to help him fall asleep.
No.
And doesn't that only knock him out for a minute?
I thought it was until he gets woken up, and it's 24 hours.
I think you have a route that would maybe
1
help
hour.
out a little bit.
1 hour.
Oh shit.
But
Could poison him, I guess, to help him kind of like start the sleeping process
But,
if he wants to.
Yek, what happened?
What's that?
Yek, what happened?
I was just trying to tell him it's been a while since I've seen the surface, and I can't wait to get home, and hopefully we'll get there sometime. And he didn't like, and then I mentioned that, I hope home hasn't changed too much, and he kind of had a meltdown.
Skyboy. Does it look like he's paying attention to me if I say his name?
Yeah.
Okay. Things always change. Even if you were there, flowers grow, trees change leaves, people change outfits, history continuously changes. Doesn't mean it changes for the worse. It just does.
But I'm not there to witness it.
Not yet. But you are here to make sure it changes for the better. I know you don't like it down here, but you're helping up there. What we do down here will affect it. We'll change it for the better for the future. Which I at least think is worth it, don't you?
It's taking longer than it should.
Well, it's taking a long time. I don't think this has really happened before, so we don't know longer than it should. But I agree. But the only way we change it is if we keep going.
Skyboy will calm down.
Okay. So this all takes place over the last 2 nights. All these events and those scenes you saw along the way, and you guys have now reached what you guys have identified on the map at the academy as the crazed tunnels. As you guys are making your way, traveling several miles into this day, you guys eventually come through to a pass over this chasm, where it looks like a tunnel, like the bridge is going over another existing tunnel that's deep, or that's far, far below, that you guys can see down into. At this time, you all hear an echoing kind of voice that enters all your minds at the same time. It seems like a conversation that you're all part of. And you hear this, "Help, help! Please save me and my sisters. We've been here for so long."
Where
Does
are
the
you?
voice
Is,
sound familiar?
I was going to ask that question too.
No, it's just a male voice, about middle age. It sounds like in nature, and it's pleading for help right now.
And they were speaking common?
They're speaking telepathically. So they are choosing to speak in a language that each of you understand.
I don't
Do-
like the
Do we
fact
know
they could...
it was telepathically?
I mean, it's there's obviously no one around you, and it wasn't shouted at you guys. It sounded like someone that's like talking to you almost within your immediate vicinity. So I would imagine that you guys could discern that once no illusions are there, that it is telepath.
I'm
Okay.
going to see if it's aberrations.
You do not. Well, wait a minute. I'm sorry. What's your favorite terrain?
Not
My
this.
favorite. It's not my favorite.
It's
so
not the
just 1
Underdark.
mile. So it's
Hold
just 1
on.
mile.
No, there's nothing within them. There's no aberrations, celestials. Let's see here.
I think it's chosen, so I chose aberration.
Gotcha. No, there's nothing that you're detecting around you. You guys are welcome to try to communicate back to the voice.
I was asking, what are you? Where are you?
This time, a female voice responds, "My name is Chronis, and we've been trapped by these damn giants for weeks down here. They've captured me, my brother, and sister in this crystal, and they trapped us in. I'm sorry, I'm messing this all up. Sorry. Drow captured me and my brother and sister and trapped us in this crystal in this chest and locked us away down here. And then the giants found us and have been hoarding us away. And there's no chance we're ever going to escape."
That sounds weird. Am I the only one that thinks that sounds weird?
It really
No.
does.
Wolfram, you said you knew the stone giants, yeah?
Oh, wait, did he correct it to the drow trap them or the giants?
No, the drow
trap them?
trap them, but the giants are hoarding them. Like, because they're in gems.
Ah. Wait, did we seriously accidentally find the giants? Or were we actually going there first?
You know, it's along. When you guys were looking at the map, you know that it's within the same general area of the It's obviously not in the same area, but it's along the way towards the mark of where you guys think Merlin's gift is.
Okay, perfect. Wolfram, did you hear that?
Cut out.
I was
Did
just
you
wondering.
hear that?
Yeah.
I did.
And
Do you know if...
Choosing to not respond to it.
Okay. Do you know if we're close to your stone giant friends? Because if they're hoarding them, then maybe we could get them back.
Not hoard people.
Do they hoard gems?
No. They are an artistic people.
are gems not artistic?
Gems have value. Stone giants place value on things that they make themselves, not that which they find.
Have you ever met one?
I have not met one, but I know them, for they are my makers.
Hope you're right.
I'm gonna ask the voices. What do these giants look like?
This time, another new voice starts to speak up. It's another female adult voice, and she goes, "They're huge. They're ugly. They're nasty, vile-looking creatures."
I mean, a lot of things are, hun, but...
Yeah, that's not very descriptive at all.
Did you
They
see...
got weird deformities and boils and scars and blemishes all over them.
So they're not made of the earth?
No. And then you hear the voice start to get faint and kind of like fade in and out, like it's not as strong as it originally.
Does that sound like a hag?
I actually want to speak up towards Faye and be like, didn't that one professor say something about the tunnels make you crazy?
Yeah.
No, it does not sound like a hag. But
Okay.
go ahead.
I was also wondering, these things were crazed tunnels, right?
I believe so.
So maybe we really shouldn't listen to voices.
Focus on the task at hand. Anchor yourself in
I
it.
agree with him.
At that time, the voices kind of have faded, and you guys don't hear anyone else speaking with you all. You guys push forward or keep on your heading as you guys keep moving. I need everyone to go ahead and do. This is a couple hours later. I need everyone to go ahead and do a wisdom saving throw, please.
Oh God.
Oh boy.
Whew.
Yeah, that's not bad.
So Lorna and Wolfram, you're gonna start hearing this water, like almost a steady stream of water, not as hot raging as a waterfall, but like the water is cascading down rocks and making that kind of noise as it falls into a pool. So a waterfall, but not
As loud.
roaring.
Yeah.
This is coming over from a couple hundred feet away from you guys. And you feel compelled to go investigate as you guys approach the water. No one else here sees or hears any of this, but Lorna and Wolfram, you guys start going towards this pool of water and this sound that you guys hear.
Really don't like that. I would just rather keep going.
You are compelled to go there.
Oh, I'm charmed, you said?
You can make a... No, you're not... Actually, well, yeah, I guess it would be kind of like a charm. Let me see here.
Wait, if this is a charm pick, then I have a 21, even though I passed with a 15. It's Fae ancestry.
I have to go look at the ability. I'm borrowing an ability. I didn't write down what it actually considers it as for mechanics, not necessarily for the creature itself. So you guys are pulled that direction, and you guys just feel compelled to go investigate this further. You guys make insight checks when you get there, if you want. Does anybody want to do anything as you see Lorna and Wolfram kind of divert and head towards what seemingly is nothing?
I'm gonna try and tug on him and say, "No, there's nothing there."
There's nothing there. Follow us.
There's totally something there. It sounds like a running waterfall, or let's just go check
Seriously?
it out. Yeah.
This far underground?
Yeah. Well, I mean, what do you?
There's no waterfall.
They could be
Listen to the one who grew up here.
It could be an underground stream. It could be something. You've never been down this far, Faye. You never know what could happen.
You do remember this is called the crazed tunnels, right? And
yes.
you two are hearing something that we're not.
Well, clearly we're just not receptive.
And I have been down here because Professor Fane is a sadist and likes to do training missions where we're left down here alone and have to make our way back.
Yeah, that's not smart.
I don't know why you keep bringing this up, Faye. Clearly, it works.
You know, you can't argue with the results there. I don't like the method, but you're not crazy.
That is true.
Yeah. I still hear it. I'm going to check it out.
With those were your guys' insight checks. So after they try to correct and redirect you guys and tugging, and you guys make an insight check as you guys kind of moved a little closer, you guys are quickly able to kind of shake off the effects and kind of listen to the logic and the reasoning that the group is sharing with you. And suddenly the sound kind of disappears and you no longer see that pool of water over there.
Take out my 10 feet of chain and then tie each of us together.
Is that necessarily a good idea?
Does everyone allow that?
No. Skyward.
No.
I'm not a fan either.
I will
'Cause-
allow it.
I can super easily be dragged.
Exactly.
So Lorna, Wolfram, and Anika are all chained together.
No,
right?
I'm not.
Wolfram and Lorna.
No.
I
This-
squirm the heck away.
Lorna's the only willing participant.
I mean, she's going with it because, she did kind of get fooled by that last thing. So, yeah.
Faye, have you ever tried covering your ears? Does that work?
Covering my ears?
Well, I don't know. Can't hear. Well, it was in our heads. That probably wouldn't work.
Yeah. I mean, there might be a way to prevent telepathic communication, but that's probably a magic that's beyond me at this time.
It's same.
So do you guys do anything else or want to investigate the direction or just keep going heading?
No, we'll keep going. Pretty sure
Okay.
there's just death that way.
Death and despair. Okay.
Mhm.
How's Yek and his other dude doing?
They're kind of gaining confidence in your guys' abilities, but they are staying behind and out of the way. Do you want to ask them anything?
Yeah. Did you hear the voices earlier?
The ones that said to let them free?
Mhm.
Yes. I'll take that as a yes.
Yeah.
What is your thought on it?
I'd rather not talk to voices in my head and down here at all. I'd rather just kind of get out of here as quickly as possible.
Seems reasonable.
Yeah, that's going to be his response.
All right. So we'll start heading the direction we were going.
Okay. Several hours later, if you guys are making any other checks, you guys keep going a couple more miles into these tunnels. I'm going to need everyone to go ahead and do another wisdom saving throw, please.
And just want to make sure, is this a charm effect?
Yes.
I have advantage because of Fey ancestry.
Okay.
19.
20.
Would it be safe to say that I can't be charmed in this situation since I have stillness of mind? And I can just end a charm effect?
Once you realize you're charmed.
You would have to still expend it, but you can be charmed, but I hear your point. You pretty much would shake it off right away.
Lorna, if she's back.
And
Wisdom
wisdom.
save. Mhm.
Yep, another wisdom.
Hey!
Holy shit. All right.
I got it this time.
She ain't
Oh,
far from
You
mine this
wisened
time.
up to this.
Yeah.
Would this be a wisdom or charisma if it's a charm?
Depends on the
Uh,
effect, because they can be both.
Yeah, because spells like Charm Person, Charm Monster,
Hypnotic
Suggestion are
pattern,
all
they're
wisdom.
all wisdom
Gotcha.
saves.
Wisdom saves.
That's
Command
fine.
is another charm one, kind of. That's a charisma save, I believe.
No, it's okay.
Command?
You guys,
No, I don't think
guys,
so.
you're fine. So as you guys shake off another kind of thing that comes over you, it's kind of like you feel this kind of like frustration come over you, all of you. Like, you don't know if it's come to travel, you don't know if you're just getting wear down, you don't know if it's just because you guys are getting exhausted from just tirelessly traveling through this tunnel system. You eventually do make camp for the night to get a rest. I'm always going to imagine you guys are using the hut unless you guys want to do something differently. Is that fair?
Oh yeah, no, I'm definitely casting the hut every night.
And I'm
And
always
you-
ritual casting alarm.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
ritual casting hut.
Okay. I imagined as much. Sorry, I'm not trying to take anything away from anyone, but I want to double check.
Oh, no, you're-
So
yeah.
through the nights, and you guys get up the next morning, keep pushing on as you're making your way through these vast tunnel systems. Several hours into the next day of traveling, you guys start to things to start blurring together. The darkness is really playing on your eyes. Even those with dark vision down here are just completely starting to go just cuckoo over being going this way and that way, and you think you're making progress. I'm going to need everyone to go ahead and make a survival check. Skybor, you do so with advantage.
That is a 5.
Oh shit.
Okay. So Skybor, you think you got a good bearing. You and Wolfram and Lorna seem to have a good bearing, but Faye, Anika, and Chronis are very sure of it that you're going the wrong way, and they're trying to direct you in another direction where they think the map is actually leading you all. Let's see here.
It's this way, guys.
Let's put it to a
Faye.
vote.
Yes. What? Anika.
I'm gonna look at the map and look at Skybor and go, "You sure?"
I'm
We're,
positive.
we're following the map. It's this way.
You're holding the map upside down.
I am, and I flip it. Does it look better?
It does. See, we're following this tunnel. That Y over there, you just passed that one. We went to the right on this side.
And everything down here looks the same.
I
But-
know.
I'll trust Skybor because he looks better than he did last time. And I'm just like turning the map which ways.
I won't drop a fireball in front of Skybor again. I trust him.
Everyone at this time, as you guys are debating on which direction, go ahead and make a wisdom saving throw. Everyone again.
Charm effect.
Yep, charm.
It's a nat 20.
Oh no.
Okay. So, Anika and Faye, you guys feel that same sense of frustration. You don't know if it's from just arguing about which direction to go, what's the heading, but you just seem very aggravated. But you do shake off the feeling and keep your composure. Like, okay, Skybor usually does what he's talking about. We should just listen to Skybor. Lorna, Chronis, Skybor, and Wolfram, you guys are just angry. You guys are like just really upset and mad at one another, and you guys are starting to think that the others in your group are not have your best interests at heart, and like are kind of starting to like trying to slow you down, essentially.
Lorna's gonna start yelling and blaming people.
I don't want to
Well.
be down here.
I don't either. It's not my fault
Cronus
we're lost.
feels the
I'm looking-
anger, and he calms his mind to kind of recenter himself. Sorry, go ahead.
I'm looking at Anika. Okay. Why did they start yelling? You felt that thing in your mind, right?
Tunnels of madness, remember?
That started to.
It's not the
whatever they're
tunnels.
called. Are you sure?
You gotta.
Yes, of course I'm sure. We've been down here for
'Cause
days,
didn't
weeks.
you two just know where to go?
Yes.
Yeah.
Why are you
And
angry about it?
question us. How dare you?
Yeah,
I just
I
look
thought
at you
you were
with
on
like
our
the
side.
most bored look on my face.
you were clearly trying to get us lost. Faye, I thought you knew these tunnels. Right? Right, Skybor?
Is Lorna
I
still
kind
chained
of
to
know the
Wolfram?
Maybe.
No, this is the next day. I imagine they didn't go to sleep chained together.
No.
I mean, that's really kind of weird.
Yeah.
Skyboard's going to walk over to a edge of the wall, turn around, sits down, arms crossed, pouting.
Seriously?
Yes.
Which way was it again?
Do you guys let them know, Lorna and Skyboard?
What?
What?
Do you guys confirm the direction Anika just asked?
Yes.
Yeah.
Begrudgingly.
So are you two going to stay down here in the tunnels of crazy? Or are you going to come?
I mean, I guess we have to follow you since we're a group, apparently.
I'm actually gonna
I mean,
walk
you don't
over
have to, but you could just sit here pouting
and
too.
kind of. I'm gonna try to like disorient them and try to deceive which way they think they need to go.
Like spin them in circles.
Like just have them pointing in like the different directions, going back and forth, and then hopefully they lose track of where they're actually wanting to go.
Wait, I'm confused. You're trying to you're trying to mess up your guides
That are actually getting the right direction.
giving you the correct bearing.
I think he's trying to confuse them so that they think being pissed.
Go ahead and make an insight check, Lorna and Skybor.
And does Wolfram fail that too?
Oh, Wolfram, yeah, you two are also angry and frustrated with the group. So Lorna, Wolfram, and Skybor all make insight check.
Yeah, 11's not that good.
Wolfram,
So
you there?
I can't think straight.
Yep, they're still kind of angry and frustrated, but eventually they follow along. But they're just kind of just really in a bad mood now.
Yep.
Uh,
As
Got
you
any
guys-
idea to get them out of that mood?
I mean, I could try playing a song, but I have a feeling that'll draw attention.
Lorna is... What are you doing?
I'm making the smell of a skunk.
Oh shit!
If I'm not going to have fun, no one is going to have fun.
I...
Anika, play
do
the
I do
song.
that?
Play the song, please.
Lorna, you're beyond irritated with Skybor right now for joining them.
Do I punch Skybor? Or do I not?
You're not violently angry.
I
You're
mean, I'm
just like-
punching the walls already.
I'm
you
counteracting the
might-
smell of the skunk around me and Anika.
If you're punching walls, then yeah, you might punch Skybor once.
I would probably punch Skybor. Not that hard, but still kind of hard. In the
I'm
shoulder.
just gonna make sparkles.
Okay. Skybor and Lorna, go ahead and make wisdom saving throws after you punch.
Hey! Hey!
After hitting your friend in the pain of getting hit by Lorna, Skybor, it kind of shakes you both out of it, and you're like, "What? That was a weird feeling." And that anger is kind of washes away from you. You're still obviously uncomfortable and unhappy about being down here in Underdark, but you're not feeling this unexplainable anger anymore.
You hit me. Why did you hit me?
I'm
He starts
sorry.
to tear up a little bit.
I hug him. I'm sorry.
Well, I don't think they're angry anymore.
Now I'm sad.
Oh. I'm sorry.
So Wolfram's still irritated at all of you, though.
He walks in the direction he knows he's supposed to go.
He doesn't have time for you fools and keeps going the right direction.
Wolfram, don't get too far. I will start running after him so we don't get too separated.
Okay.
He...
A couple hours pass as you guys keep going, and Wolfram, at this point, that feeling has washed away from you as well, and you feel back to your normal self, and you kind of put two and two together that shit's playing with your minds down here. You guys eventually come, as you guys are proceeding to, you start hearing a familiar gurgling and babbling sound like
Putties.
and you and then during as you guys are proceeding, you see some Kuatoa near pointing spears and shouting at you and kind of waving at you to go away.
No, we're going this way.
Remind me again what Koatoa are.
They're not in your way. They're not impeding your direction at all. They're just kind of they're off the side, just kind of shouting.
Mm.
Let me give you a picture. Sorry, while I'm looking.
I was like, as a player, I forgot what those are. Oh, okay, the fish people. Oh, the ones we killed to get the sword. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's what you see. Start seeing these fish people kind of shouting at you in their Kuatoa language. Actually, didn't speak.
Hey guys, wasn't last time we saw these? They were guarding the sword that hag won.
Oh yeah, they're shouting at you in Undercommon to leave. You don't steal anymore from. That's what they say to you, Faye.
I'll yell back. We don't plan on stealing anything from you. Actually, do these ones actually look familiar to us, or wait, no, we killed the ones last time.
No, I mean they're not.
We haven't stolen anything from you. What are you talking about?
Goddamn. What the fuck are they? What would they describe them as? They would know what they are. The Zorn. They came and took our gems and stuff.
Zorn. Do I know what a Zorn is?
Make a nature or history check, depending on what you want to know.
I'm gonna go history. I do not know what one is.
Nope, you're not sure what a Zorn is.
What are they saying?
Well, something called a Zorn has been taking their gems. I have no clue what that is.
I don't think I know what that is either.
Go ahead and make a nature or history check. Anika.
I might know what those are.
Your time in the Underdarks, studying and reading what literature you found at the House of Bon Ray. You found some kind of biology books, some maybe old school textbooks that Faye used to have from when she was at the academy. And you do recall reading about these elemental-like creatures called Zorn that kind of were obsessed and seek treasures and stones, diamonds, gems, those kind of things.
Right, they're elemental things that steal precious stones. You don't really remember what that is, Faye? I read it in your book.
She wasn't.
I might have glanced over that one.
Also, are those two just like abandoning us?
Yeah, it looks like it.
Slow down.
Could you two at least know which way we're supposed to go?
We know.
Do you still?
Yes.
Okay. Are you guys keep going after them?
I will run after them and try to make them stop. Forcefully, if I have to.
These Kuto are not trying too socialized. They're trying to shooing you away with their spears and stuff. They're very defensive, but they're not they're not coming after you or anything.
I mean, Faye, I think either asked them if they want our help or we follow the Trailblazer.
Do you guys want our help in getting your gems back? If not, we'll just leave you alone.
They kind of are confused by the gesture, and they look like, just get out of here. And then, but the one kind of like, but if you do find them, that'd be great if you could bring them back.
At a distance, you can actually hear and see Skyborn go,
You don't know what we asked for, unless you heard me.
I got a passive perception of 23.
Faye was speaking a different language. I'm like, oh, wait, I said it.
We're speaking in Undercommon.
Or Skyborn reads space body language is like, not another fucking side quest.
We'll see what we can do.
All right. You guys continue on following after the speedy Warforge. And at this time, all of you hear a familiar voice enter all your minds again. And you hear, please help us. We've got to hear what you hear from you guys. Are you coming? We really need you out of here.
No.
Beat it.
Go
Unless
away.
you're real, but I don't think you are.
The one female then comes back over and she's starting to, you hear kind of a crack in her voice, like she's very getting sad and hopeless that you guys aren't seeming interested. And she goes, but please, we've been down here for way too long. Please don't make my younger sister go through this.
Go through what? You're already stuck in a gym.
Yeah, but we want to return. We want to return back to Menzo.
I just look at Faye, shrug my shoulders.
Well, what are your names then?
The one will say, the new voice is, my name's Lozak. My sister's name is Chronis, and my brother's name is Bagor.
What house are you with?
And they will say, Bagor will say Freth. Or I'm sorry, they're all brother sisters, so they're all Freth.
I don't know that name.
Do you recognize it, Faye?
Freth is no ally to House Bonray.
But it's still a house?
Did they still have power in Menzo when we were last there?
Nope.
They are not empowered in Menzo any longer.
This is up to you.
The
If we find them, cool, but I do still think they're crazy.
Yeah, the fact that they're able to communicate with us days after we last heard them doesn't sit right with me.
If we happen to find a gem that talks to us, cool. But I don't think we should go out of our way.
No.
I mean, I have a rock that talks to us.
Yeah.
That's true.
It talks to you. We have yet to hear it speak.
That is also true.
So you guys continue forward, keep moving on the direction. You know at this time that you, looking at the, or several hours in, you set up for camp again, and you guys looking over the map and things, you realize that you are a good portion through the Craze tunnels according to your bearings. You guys are roughly about a total of 4 to 5 days traveling through the Dark Dominion right now. And you know that it also will set about a little bit over a week to about a week to get to your final destination. The next day you wake up and you continue on your heading, and you eventually each one of you, let's see here, you're going to keep going as you proceed through the tunnels and the winding. Things are starting to turn you around and playing with your mind of losing your bearings, but the ranger and the rest of you are able to kind of keep your heading. Eventually, though, let's see here. Each one of you, let's see here. Each one of you go ahead and make a, let me see, how do I want to do this? Each one of you see something. And because I don't want to give away player secrets, I want to be as vague about this as possible. Chronis, you see someone standing before you that you feel a lot of guilt about. Lorna, you see someone very, very close to you that's no longer with you. Faye, you see an image of someone very close to you. And Wolfram, Anika, all of you guys, Skyward, you all see someone very special and unique to you.
I'm trying to think of who it is.
Go ahead and make insight checks, all of you.
Also, I don't know if this applies, but
This is not a charm effect this time.
yeah, I wasn't sure. I was just like, yeah, constantly kind of doing that now.
So Anika, Wolfram, Skybor, you all quickly make out that this is not real in front of you. These obviously the logic side of your brains take over. Like there's no way that they could be located down here. As for Lorna, Chronis, and Faye, these three individuals are very, very real to you. Lorna, you know who you're seeing, I believe. Chronis, you know who you're seeing. Faye, I will message you. And you see three of these figures talking to you guys, or in front of you. Since the others have shaken off or know what it is, the figures have kind of disappeared before him. And you see those figures before you, Chronis, Lorna, and Faye, look like they're trying to talk to you, and all of a sudden there's nothing coming out of their mouths, so they try to reach for their face like they've lost their voice.
Oh, God.
The rest of you see Lorna and Faye and Chronos kind of part of this, but to them, everyone else has disappeared. It's just them and that other person in front of them. They don't see you. It's like you guys don't exist to them right now.
Faye will start walking closer.
Yeah, Lorna's moving closer. She's subtly crying.
I'm gonna try and
walk towards and kind of like keep his head down.
I will try and make you not do that.
I'll get Lorna, because I think I know who she's seeing. You two go. And I will go up to Lorna and play the loudest, trilliest note I have on right close to her ear.
Can you reach?
Okay.
I said close to your ear, so no.
I think I failed that save, so I'm paralyzed.
And that's a 5th level one, so I've got all three of you.
Oh, shit.
Okay, never mind then.
So we all need to make
goes
the
to
wisdom
cast and
save.
goes, never mind.
Oh,
So
shit.
how does that work? So they all have to make wisdom saves then?
I got Lorna and Faye. I don't have Chronis.
All right, I got Chronis.
Which, I mean, Skybor, if you want to.
I got it.
Okay.
Take another one.
They're all so who? All right. This is wisdom saving. So Lorna failed. Chronis passed.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I cast whole person as well to get Chronis.
All right. So Faye failed. Lorna failed. Chronis failed or passed, then failed. Okay. They're all paralyzed, but they still are seeing what's happening before them. And the three of the figures just continue to look like they're trying to talk to you all. This lasts for what, a minute?
Mm-hmm.
So a minute goes by, and then you all are unparalyzed again, and the creature, the figures are still talking to you all.
I'm going to move closer and try and read their lips.
It's
I'll move closer too.
Are they all heading in the same direction?
yeah, they're just kind of regularly like walking. They're not moving like feet and feet. They're only moving a little bit towards them. They're not that far away from them. Maybe they're
I
moving
want to
5
look
feet
around,
closer.
see if there's anything around, like maybe a creature or a pit or something that make sure they don't fall in the.
With that check, Skyward, you don't notice any like physical danger or creatures or anything right now. So you don't think it's physically any harm, but go ahead and do a survival check with advantage. You're very familiar and in tune with what's going on. You're pretty sure that this is just all their minds, like the breaking from being turned and twisted around for so many days in the Dark Dominion that they're just starting to lose some of their normal what's the word, the
Sanity?
control. Sanity, yeah. Thank you.
So it's not a magic effect. It's more of a.
Their mind playing tricks on them
Okay.
to a severe extent, basically.
So then I don't need to roll for Dispel Magic because it doesn't work.
Correct. This is kind of a mental struggle that they're going through. They're kind of having a slight break in delusion. So Lorna, you're having a horrible time reading the lips, but the figure just kind of reaches its arms out and just to embrace you, and it tries to give you a kiss and stuff. I don't know if you allow that to happen.
Mm-hmm.
And it feels real and as romantic and nice as you remember it from a year.
Yeah.
Chronis, as you approach with your head down, you feel the hand on your shoulder be placed, and it's kind of like to comfort you a little bit. And Faye, you also feel a nice kind of embrace of a family or loved one. Nothing romantic, but it's just of kin. Embrace you.
I have a question.
Yeah.
About a lesser restoration. It says that you can like in a disease or one condition affecting it.
I would consider this as a perfect use for lesser restoration.
All right, I shall do that.
Okay.
I'm almost at a level 2 spell, so I'm gonna have to burn. Oh man, that'll be my level 3s and level.
Well,
2.
Wolfram has it too.
Okay.
Oh shit.
Oh.
All right, so I'm gonna cast one on Chronis.
Okay.
And I got Lorna.
Okay.
Someone should get Faye because I don't have that spell.
All right, I'll burn at 3rd level. All right, you're all good.
Okay. So you guys have this embrace with these members from your past, and then all of a sudden they dissolve away, and you see the rest of your group still there. Both of you or all of you, I'm sorry, are in that kind of stance or posture that you were in with interacting with that person. So if you hug back, if you kiss back, if you responded back to the touch, that your character's still doing that when they come back to awareness of what's going on.
Wait, what?
Tunnels of craze, remember?
But that doesn't explain that we felt it.
Our minds are playing tricks on you.
I mean, we have been down here for days. We're not exactly the healthiest right now.
It was so real. It was.
If it was who I think it was, Thank you. Yeah.
Lorna just pulls her hood over her head and just kind of hugs herself and pulls her cloak around her closer.
I'd shoulder bump her. Probably her hip, because it's
I was gonna say,
Ankle check.
Chronis will just kind of get up and then start walking.
Okay. You guys continue the direction you're heading. Though, let me cut you off if you guys wanted to do anything else. I'm sorry.
nope.
Mm-mm.
Okay. You guys kind of collect yourself, try to process what just happened and move forward. A couple hours later, you guys have made some considerable distance. You think you're getting near the end of the Craze tunnels, according to your map. And you hear the shouting from around the corner, like it's mine. I found it. You guys can bugger off. And then some other voices kind of shouting. Actually, no one else hears this in clear English or common besides Wolfram. Wolfram, you hear the shouting. Everyone else, it sounds like this just shout, like this loud, booming voices, but you can't make out what it is. Wolfram, you're hearing this all in plainly though, coming down a tunnel that kind of splinters away from the path you're all heading.
Ignores it.
The rest of you, though, hear the same voice that you ran into or heard the previous days shout like, "Please help! Help! These giants are going to rip us apart."
Wolfram, was that in Giant?
The last one was
Wow.
not in Giant. But the other the voices were in Giant.
Yeah.
He says
That's
no.
going to be Anika's first question.
Wolfram, make
If she asks, was that in Giant? And he will take it as the last bit of dialogue, which he will respond to no, that wasn't in Giant.
Does it sound similar to the language he was talking to the thing in? The troll. My troll.
Roll deception. It's going to be a bad one, but
Make a insight check, Anika, if you're asking. You know he's lying. It's definitely Giant.
Well, voices in a gym, giant voices. I don't know if the giant voices are real or not, but they're that way.
Y'all definitely heard the voices, yeah.
And our heads are real.
You heard the shouting in physical space. The voices in your head are still the brothers and sisters shouting and pleading with you.
Okay, but those giants actually sounded like they were here and not in here, and I tapped my forehead.
or where we are.
I will
Are we
trust
looking for
Wolfram's
giants?
Judgment.
We are in the place away from here.
But why? They're there, right?
Who are more than likely succumb to the horrors of this place. We must keep going forward.
All right.
I kind of have to agree with Wolfram on this, but we could take a peek as we're going by.
You guys keep proceeding. As you guys get closer to where the loud booming voices are, you don't have to make a stealth check because the voices are really distracted with one another. You can, Faye, with your dark vision, and Wolfram with your dark vision, you guys are able to see 3 Fomorians sitting there kind of shoving and arguing with one another over this chest that's wrapped in chains. You also see other kind of treasures and loot cast around the room. Wolfram, you notice some of the you would see that there's several large gems of various color and quality cast around the room that these Fomorians are bickering over.
They are not stone giants. We must proceed forward.
Right. Alrighty.
Okay.
Hope that gem doesn't come back to bite us at some point.
Yeah, really. Little did
As
we
you-
know this was a test.
As you guys carry on and move past this, you and move away from the voices. The voices start changing from a please and a begging to a condemning you and cursing your name for not helping them, and just very angry with you. And if you guys want to respond, you guys can, but they just do not get more pleasant as you guys proceed. You guys travel for several more hours, and you guys are almost at the end, and then you hear one final voice, and this one's directed towards all of you, and we shall make sure that all your loved ones burn for you not helping us. And at that, no other words are said. And you guys have left the Crazed Tunnels and have entered the Elder Tunnels.
What is
Oh,
it with
fuck.
people and using that? Why is that always the default? You
What's
don't help
that?
us, we're gonna burn everything. And this is Anika saying that.
You're right. People do say that. But the villains in books say that.
I know. All the
The
stories,
ones
even
in
the ones not
plays?
written. Yeah.
It's like, what is it?
Also, how are
Wonder
they
how-
going to do that from a gym? If
That's
they're
a
in the
good-
gym.
That's a good question.
How are they able to talk to us when they were in a gem? Who knows what they can do?
All right.
That's not helping.
What,
Wish
me?
them luck.
No.
Wish them luck. Slaying a god is hard work.
Ooh.
The rest of us don't have those, but kudos. And I hold up my thumbs.
All right, guys. I'm going to call it there for the night. I hope that's a good spot for us to continue to the next thing. We're about 2 sessions in after I'm trying to repace and kind of get you guys on track to the adventure, feeling like you guys are moving towards something. Do you guys feel that now? Like the story's going somewhere for you again? You guys don't feel like it's
Yeah.
made it again for any of you? Is everything kind of back in what you guys like?
Mm-hmm.
This was fun.
I'm not trying to fast pace or fast travel you too much. I know from you like a little bit more downtime to just kind of explore things. I'm not rushing you.
And normally I do, but when I'm meta game afraid that we're all going to be turned into aboleth mind slayers, I want to go.
We probably have to go back through them. We can always try and get the gem.
Well, that's another question. So I will say I got a strong vibe tonight that I know you guys are wanting to move the adventure forward in regards to accomplishing the most immediate task at hand. And that's perfectly fine with me because I want to only play stuff that you guys are enjoying or entertained with. But I felt like you guys weren't interested in any of the side quests, which again, I put them out there as options and didn't make them that you had to do them because I figured you guys wanted to get on things. Are they just completely not interesting to you? Is it metagaming?
No, it was the setting.
It was
the
the
crazed
setting.
tunnels characters like, fuck no, we're getting out of here.
Yeah.
When we're in here and we start hearing voices, we don't want to go follow them because we know that's going to lead to probably us dying.
Yeah.
Okay. That's completely fair. I was just worried.
It was a survival thing.
Okay. And that's why I threw them in there.
Be in this cave any longer.
Yeah, I think we're all starting to get Skybore's mindset of fuck these caves.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's where Yak's been like, we've been down here for years, and you guys are like, oh fuck, it could be a while.
I mean, I hate to make the comparison, but that's like saying, hey guys, you want to go find this magical sword? Yeah, where's it at? The middle of Chernobyl.
So that's really excellent, actually. Okay, that's fine. And those are all from my perspective, I'm just like, I want to make sure that it is interesting. It does kind of intrigue you, but not enough to like come off the main path. And that's what I feel like side quests and random encounters should be. I don't want you guys just go, well, you guys traveled in a tunnel for 5 days and nothing happened. You guys passed it. Now you're at the final area. And I don't feel like that's fair either in an adventure.